Hello everybody and welcome back to the Leeds Lens for your RB Leipzig or Leeds United versus RB Leipzig watch along. Wow, we're finally here doing a watch along, the first ever watch along on the Leeds Lens. I'm looking forward to some people. I really am looking forward to it. I've got my bottle of water ready to go for the stream today. Obviously, we'll get into your comments. Obviously, we'll watch the game. That's the whole point. Obviously, it won't be on screen, though. That would be slightly illegal and probably get me ruined. They'd probably ruin the channel, so let's not do that. Billy Sykes says, where can you even watch the game? It's on, currently got it up on an LUTV, mate, and it's actually free on LUTV, but apparently, according to Spoof Pig, and I've just seen myself, it also is on, it is also Red Bull showing the game as well. But yeah, I mean, Leeds United, strong lineup, as you can see, for the game there. Now, admittedly, I've got to be honest to you guys, it's not in this exact formation. Obviously, it'll be a 5-back, but you're looking at Alex Cairns in goal, Rodon, Muharemović, and Bornau as your centre-backs. You've got Bogle right wing-back. You've got Justin left wing-back, which we know is not my favourite thing in the world, but that's what we're going to have to live with. Midfield, you've got Ampadu, Longstaff, and of course, you have then got Wilson, Dan James, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin as the front three. So that's what Leeds United are rocking for this game. Obviously, you can see a few new things as well. The Leeds Lens is upgrading, people. I have built this thing today, so you know, watch this. You ready? Look at this unbelievable work. If I can get it to work now, but it don't. But here we are. Watch this, people. Interact. Well, no, wrong one. Damn it! Press the wrong thing. Watch the. Are you ready? Interact. And then it starts playing, and we can show that's the timer that will work. So it should all work really nicely, I think. And then I can add like Leeds United on and all that sort of stuff. And when it's from halftime onwards, we can have the 60-minute mark. It's brilliant. It's my favourite thing I've ever done. So there we are. But yeah, I hope we're all looking forward to this. I'm as I said, I am very, very much looking forward to this. Anyone got an LG TV? It's also an LG's channel's Red Bull. I was not aware, but there you are. If you want to watch it in that setting, then you can do that as well. So everybody's seeing what's on screen. Looking forward to your first ever watch along, mate. I'm very much looking forward to it today. As I said, it's a long but it's typical me fashion really that the first ever watch along we do is the longest watch along in the history of watch alongs. That like obviously we've had games when there's gone into extra time and that sort of thing. This isn't going to go to extra time. This is actually planned for extra time. This is going to be, for anyone that doesn't know, an hour and 20 minutes long. You've got the first 60 minutes in the first half, and then you've got 60 minutes in the second half. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of football to watch today. An awful lot of football. By the way, as well, in terms of Leipzig, they don't have a lot of their top players playing. I think Nusa's not involved. There's quite a few others not involved, and a lot of them haven't travelled. Like I mentioned this morning, essentially they've got a game. Do you like the Community Shield that we've got in this country? They've got a similar game like that in the Bundesliga, and they're playing, and Leipzig are in it actually next weekend against Bayern Munich, as you can imagine. So you know, afternoon Scott, Celt looking good, mate. I'm quite pleased with that actually. As I said, I would like to have had the right formation on, but I'm not minding it. I'm not minding it at all. I'm quite pleased by it actually. Like always, though, as I said, people get your comments in, we'll run through them all, but. When I've looked at their lineup, there's a few good players in their team. I think Bakayoko's playing for them. He's a really tidy player. He's been linked to Brentford. I think he was obviously playing in the Dutch league for a number of years. He's obviously quite a decent footballer. I'm really excited to actually see how their striker gets on against our defence. They've got that Romelu up front. Scored about 15 goals last season as well in the Bundesliga. So he's a half decent striker. It's someone that there was a report at the start of the window that essentially Leipzig needed to create a lot of revenue. And they were looking at probably generating in the region of about £100 million. Now, Diamandis, that has been their big sale for them, which has allowed them to do that. But if that wasn't going to happen, they were looking at maybe moving someone on. And I was saying if we could get in and get Romelu, that might be quite a decent striker to go for. So there you are. Send some pics on X, Scott. What a day. Let me have a look then. Let's get him up on screen. Let's have a look. Give me a second, people. Let's see these pics. How do I get them? Can you send me on Instagram, mate? I can't find him on there. All right, Scott, good lineup. I believe the game is free on LUTV. It is, mate. It's currently there for me. And when obviously it all starts, I will shove it. When the whole game starts, I will make it full screen. Obviously, you guys won't be able to see it, but there you are. Rich says 120-minute friendly. You're not making it easy for yourself. I know. I was saying that. So I was saying that to my parents downstairs and my brother who I live with. I was like, first ever stream, first ever long stream, and I'm here doing 120 minutes. It's ridiculous, really. But there we are. Let's hope all the setup holds in. Let's hope the camera keeps working. The mic doesn't run out of charge, anything. I don't think it will. I don't think that's possible, but let's hope. Afternoon, Scott. Hope you're all okay. All good, mate. All doing really well. As I said, looking forward to the game. And obviously, as well, we do have a... we do have the match reaction after the game as well, so it's busy day. Now, can I promise that we'll also do a transfer news show at 8 PM as well? Maybe not, but there you are. Can I get in? I got it on my TV. There you are. Look at that. Is Trafford playing? No, he's not. Apparently, although I was reading from Isaac Johnson, obviously of Leeds Live, he was saying that basically with Trafford, he's going to be Trafford's going to be waiting around essentially, but Trafford can't play in this game because of this mandatory protocol about him having this break. So that's kind of the situation with James Trafford, unfortunately. So he can't feature. Although something to look forward to in the Man United game is that James Trafford will be able to feature in that one. So that's yeah, very nice, I guess. Spoopig says, "Where are the beers?" I know I should have. Now you've said it, I feel like I could have done that. I haven't gotten it. What I have got is, as I said, I've got my big bottle of water because I thought 3-hour stream. Don't drink too much though, because I might need a wee. So you know, let's hope that I don't need a wee. But there we are. And if I do, sorry boys, I have to run off. So yeah, not to drink too much of that. Excellent point, Spoopig. We were promised to. Yeah, I may have changed it slightly, people. Unfortunately, that's not the case anymore. 5 o'clock somewhere, Mr. Lens. True. I'm not sure I like the phrase Mr. Lens though. I think we can definitely scrap that. What's everyone's predictions, by the way, for the particular game? Because who's Muharemović, mate. If you think I can fit Muharemović on there, you're having a laugh, sunshine. So yeah, no. But that is, as I said, that is the lineup, but it's not in that order. Obviously, it is a 5-back. I'm sure you're all pretty aware of that. Nice to see Harry Wilson starting as well. I think hopefully we'll finally see Wilson tested against a decent defence. Like, I know Liverpool was the sort of situation that Liverpool game was what it was. But yeah, nice to see that's all going well. I've just received. I think I've just been sent. Oh, here we are. Here's some photos of the game. You better see me on it as well. Look at that. There you are. Spoof Pig with Ilya Gruev. Oh, look at this. This is brilliant. Cheers, mate. I don't know if people can see it on screen, but there you are. Some cracking photos there. Stuart Darce as well, mate. Nice work. What time is kick-off? It's 2 PM, mate. 2 PM, the kick-off. Season ticket waiting list. I have rung a loads of times and they say they will be sold strictly in date order of going on list, but they say they don't have the info as to where I am on the list. Mad. I swear we got sent a long time ago, mate. I'm sure I'm on the longest season ticket waiting list in history as well, mate. And I'm sure I got an update on when it was actually going to be. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe that isn't the case. But I'm sure I got sent over a list on where I am. Although I might end up declining it now, because obviously I might end up doing this, so I don't know. No, Okafor. Okafor is going to be a feature apparently, but just not in the starting 11. I think he's going to get limited minutes. His first game back, of course, so that's, you know, kind of sick. But there we are. Love it, Scott. Don't you? I do. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. This feels much more relaxed than my usual shows, I must admit. But I suppose I can't be as I don't know, energetic as I normally am because it is 3 hours long, so that would be pretty ridiculous. I'd be literally falling asleep straight after. And I've got to do a match reaction as well, blow my neck. Mike says 3-1 Leeds. Yeah, look, I think it's going to be quite good. I think, to be fair, I think it's going to be interesting. I think the first half is probably going to be more interesting than the second half. The first half looks where a lot of our first teamers are going to be playing. The second half, I think naturally a lot of them first teamers will not play the second half or play very limited minutes second half. So as I said, for anyone that doesn't know, this is 2 60-minute games, and there is a hydration break, the famous hydration break after half an hour. So yeah, that's going to be something to mention. But yeah, I think the first half's probably where we're going to see the most. That's when, I mean, that is pretty much full strength. I mean, who else would you put in there? No Rocco at this moment in time. Obviously, Stack would feature, Biol would feature as well, Goodmanson. But realistically, from what we can actually build at the moment, with obviously Biol being injured and Goodmanson being injured, that's probably outside of Stack and thingy and Okafor, that's pretty much where we're going to be. Good job I'm not a streamer or a YouTuber. I'd be running for a wee every 3 minutes. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. I think you get distracted with the chat though, so you know. I heard we may sign Orlando Gill as a backup. It looked great during the World Cup, but we have Trafford now. Is that a good decision? And is it even feasible? It's funny with Orlando Gill, mate. It's funny because I don't mind the idea of him. I watched him in the World Cup quite a few times, and he looked half decent. He looked like he'd probably bring in and probably scout from the World Cup. And I talked a lot about not looking at keepers from the World Cup or players in the World Cup, because I don't like the idea that he has a few good games in the World Cup and then all of a sudden we should buy him. I remember Arsenal buying a player called Campbell a long time back based on the World Cup. He was playing for Costa Rica and he was absolutely gash. So it can be a bad strategy, but if he's well scouted, then I'm all for it. He's 26 years old as well, which is nice for a backup. The only issue I've kind of got with it is I think we are, by the end of the window, we're going to be really focusing on or really tight on money. And I'm wondering, really, if you're really tight on money, should you spend even £6 million on the goalkeeper? I know this might sound ridiculous, but should you be going and getting a free? There are free options you can get in goal. Maybe Sam Johnson you could get for free. Maybe Jason Steele you could get free. There are a number of free options. So I'm looking at going, yeah, look, I don't mind spending £6 million on the keeper, and that's fine. But do we need to do it? I don't know. That's the only thing with him. Where did Leipzig finish in the Bundesliga? I think they finished third, mate. But this is not important, mate. This is not their full strength team. As I said, Nusa and a lot of their first teamers are not really playing in this particular game. So I think Leeds United should win it, if I'm honest. Harrison, left back needed drastically. Yeah, I think so. Obviously, I know quite a few of you guys like James Justin playing at left wing back. I don't, if I'm honest. I think if you're going to put him in a different position, obviously his first choice position in the team will be right wing. In this system, will probably right wing back. But I actually really like him in right centre back. I think he can make that transition really well. I would argue I prefer him in sort of right centre back in terms of the defensive side of the game than I actually do prefer him in right wing back. I think left wing back, there's a problem in it, really. I do think left wing back's a problem. He just doesn't have the left foot for it. I think you've got to rely on a bit of pace going down that side as well when you're a full back, and I just don't really see it for him in that, if I'm honest. 4-2 Leeds match on together. Yeah, I think that's something like it, to be fair. Something like that. No Trafford on team sheets. No, he's not in, unfortunately. Dan James, again, not sure about this formation. It's not this formation here, mate, but it's like a 3-4-3 in it, the normal formation, really. And Dan James will be playing on that left. You imagine Harry Wilson to the right. It would be no Rocco in this current environment, wouldn't it, to be fair? But he's not. He's obviously not ready to start yet. Why spend money when you can make money, Scott? True. In what context, mate? Maybe in life, yeah. I'm pretty good at spending money and not particularly great at making it. So, I don't know. Take that with what you will. But yeah. For Leeds United, though, God, making money, forget that. Let's spend. Now then, Scott, looks like it's going to be a scorching hot day out there. Loads of goals. 3-3, says Ian. I won't mind. To be honest, I want to see a good game, fundamentally. I mean, I want Leeds United to win, but this is still a glorified pre-season game. Well, it is a pre-season game, in my opinion. Well, it is a pre-season game, categorically. So, yeah, look, I mean... I'm not going to be buzzing with the goals that we scored. It's more about fitness than it is. And I always say with pre-season, for me, it's fitness related, yes, but I want to see patterns of play. I want to see a style of play indented. I want to see the team working well together. If we play really, really well and lose the game 3-0, then all right, let's not lose the game 3-0, but it isn't the end of the world. I think what more the end of the world is if we lost 3-0 and it looks horrific. But if it looks pretty good, then obviously good performances produce good results long term, and we don't need the results in this game. We need them in the Premier League. It goes without saying. We've got Man United, obviously I think that'll be more towards it, and then Augsburg, I think next weekend it'll be where you see the real Leeds United and what Leeds United are trying to push and strive towards, if I'm honest. I don't think we're going to see much of that today. Any news on more signings, Scott? We talked about this morning, mate, a bit about Igor Paixão, who I think is probably, I ain't got the sign scale on screen at this moment, but he's probably one of them that's going to be... I think Paixão will be tricky, but I do think he'll leave Marseille. So potentially he could be the next one to come in. Obviously, there is, I think we're probably going to get a backup goalkeeper quite soon. This Orlando Gill seems relatively close. If not, there's going to be options there. A left wing backup's going to be needed. A striker backup's going to be needed. I think probably a centre back backup's going to be needed as well. So still a bit of work to do, but like I was saying this morning, a lot of the big signings that we need to make are probably already done. It's just one more big statement signing, which hopefully will be Igor Paixão. That'd be unbelievable. But yeah, Instapic sent. Yeah, I've just popped them up, mate. First time I have used a Red Bull TV app built into my TV. Finally, it's becoming useful. I didn't even know it was a thing, mate. I didn't even know it was a thing. But there you are. If you are on LG, you can get this Red Bull TV thing app, and you can pop up and have the game on like that. There you are. Scott, your number one pro sport is back. Yes, Steve. Nice to see you in the chat, mate. But I've seen on X people slating James, now watching leave James alone. His pace is what win games. Perot and James. This is what I mean, though, Steve. This is what I've been wanting from you, mate. Because if we do lose Perot, who's going to be your big act then, mate? That's you need a statue for a player at Leeds United at all times. So I'm worried for you, mate, if Pro leaves. I really am. So I hope you can be the Dan James fan. You can be the leader of the Dan James fan club if if Pro does move on, mate. They replaced the Flamingo Land sponsor with Boyle Sports. There we are. Where can you watch the Leeds game? A few different places, Billy. You can watch the Leeds game, first of all, in the ground. You can also watch it on LUTV, mate. You can also watch it on the Red Bull app, and you can also watch it on Red Bull on YouTube. I mean, there's enough options there. Afternoon, Scott. Any transfer news today? Not at the moment, mate. Although we can have a little look on Twitter at some point if you'd like. Matty's in the chat, Scotty boy. See, how are you possibly in the chat, mate? How is this plausible? You're meant to be at the game, mate. Are you at the ground just watching the Leeds Lens? Come on, lad. There's football in front of you, or nearly football, anyway. But yeah, what are you doing in my chat? Get out. No, I'm joking. Bumped into someone you know, Scott. His name is Matty. He says you're awesome, bloke. Match together. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you very much to Matty. Maybe I shouldn't have said get out to him. That was probably a poor play. But yeah, if you're at the game as well, Matty is there, and I think he's meeting about 1,000 fans. Matty's like a celebrity now. You don't get that on this channel. But no need for a celebrity here. So yeah, Matty hates me saying that as well. Let's go. Not sure about the starting lineup. I'm hearing Grovey starting. You're hearing wrong, mate. You're hearing wrong. That is the starting 11 there. Admittedly, not the formation, so don't shoot me down in the comments. But that is the lineup we're working with. If we don't spend 6 million on a backup keeper, Keynes just isn't good enough. No, Yin, that is true, Roger. That I can agree with, mate. One thing I've said a lot is that there's a lot of backups that Leeds United need to sign. Look, we need one more statement, and I think hopefully a Pajau is that player. Then you're looking at a backup goalkeeper, backup left wing back, backup centre back, and backup goalkeeper. In the order of importance, though, goalkeeper is absolutely categorically top. We cannot go into the season with Alex Cairns, who was in the Salford team a few years ago, when he was probably better because he was younger, playing as our second choice keeper. That is like going into the season and your backup goalkeeper is like playing goalie when. Like, that cannot happen. That absolutely categorically cannot happen. So yeah, that's like you've got your fine water, as I always use. You find water here, if it's Buxton, if it's smart water, and then your second choice option is drinking out the local canal. Like, it can't be that. We've got to have a different bottle of water that's available. Maybe not as nice as smart water, maybe just a little Buxton or an Evian, but at least it's not drinking canal water like it will be with Alex Cairns in goal. The last thing I want to do is pray tell me to go with a 4 and multiply. What does your wife, partner, girlfriend, other try to politically act do you think when you're online? Don't have one, mate. I'm a single Pringle. Not actually a Pringle, obviously I'm a human, but yeah, I'm single, so, you know, don't need to worry about that. I'm not going to garden centres on Sunday like a lot of you guys with girlfriends are doing. I'm not there. I'm well at home talking about transfers on the Leeds Lens, not in a garden centre. I'm joking, by the way. I am joking. But I don't have a girlfriend. So if there's anyone that's got no, we're going down a tricky path. Billy, it's free on LTV and Red Bull TV. There you are. Have you looked at Nico with Leeds United being owned by the 49ers? They may have scouting in the Bay Area, California. He's a baller and hope he goes to EU. If I'm honest, mate, I've never heard of him. I can pretend I have, but I haven't. Is Harvey Elliott a legitimate rumour ex-Liverpool and Villa player? Harvey Elliott was linked at the start of the window on the famous forum that cannot be named on YouTube, but everyone knows the famous forum I'm on about. He was mentioned at the start of the window. Then we heard from Iraola, obviously the Liverpool manager, that essentially wanted to look at him in pre-season, and I think that's where we're at this moment in time. I think he will leave this summer, if I was to guess Harvey Elliott. If he comes to Leeds or not, I don't think so, because I would imagine that Wilson has filled the spot now of an Elliott, if I'm honest. Be more of a proper game on Wednesday versus Scum, 100%, mate. Yeah, that's when we'll see, I think, a bit more of what this Leeds United team are going to look like, and that's the game I'm probably more looking forward to. But as I said, it's always nice. Elland Road, nice environment, longest game in history, but there we are. Hope you got my super chat, pal. It didn't show up on my end. I don't think I did, mate, if I'm honest. No, I haven't had any. Sometimes it cancels it, mate. Sometimes I've done it before when I've tried to give it to people, and you've got to like fully go through somehow. Yeah. You can watch the game on YouTube with Leipzig fan channel. You can, mate. You can. I'm warming more to Longstaff. He adds urgency from the bench. I like him, mate. Yeah, I like Longstaff. I think there's this idea in the fan base that like Longstaff's just crap. Like, I understand he's a different sort of player to the other midfielders in terms of he's not exactly a player who is brilliant technically, but he does harry defenders. He's very good for a goal. I think he's very, very good off the ball. Potentially with Ampadu, our best midfielder off the ball in the midfield. I don't think you get bullied in the middle of the park when you've got Longstaff playing. He covers so much ground. I think he's quite good at winning the ball in the middle of the park as well. Like, it's all good jockeying a play, but can you go and win it in the midfield? And I think Longstaff does that really well as well. I like him. I do like him. I think he's functional. I think he works. And I don't mind him at all. So, but yeah, as I said, because he's not sometimes massively technically gifted. I mean, he's technically gifted. He's playing in the bloody Premier League, for goodness sake. But compared to other players, he's not as technically gifted. I think that's why people don't like him. But, you know, change up the look, Matty style, new pair of glasses, maybe. I do have glasses, mate. I do have glasses. There you are. The only issue is, the reason I don't wear them is you can see the shine of, like, the screens on my glass. But I don't actually need glasses, but I wear them because of the blue light. I've got, what's it called? What's it called when you got the wrong shaped eye? I've got one of them anyway, so I do have glasses, yeah. 382, I think you're a star. Thank you, mate. 384 now. Bosh. But yeah, thank you very much, mate. Thank you. Definitely not true, but I appreciate it. Afternoon, Scott. Hoping for a good show from the lads. Me and you too, Paul. Me and you too, mate. Hoping for a very good show. And I'm expecting a good show, actually. I think we'll win this game. I do think we'll win. I don't know about the second half, in fairness, because I think we'll make massive changes. I think we'll see a lot of the young lads, which will be pretty boring because they'll be rubbish. No, I'm joking. You can't say that because they're really hard to read. But it won't be as good, in fairness. But I think the first half should be really good. So 60-minute break, then 60 minutes again. Cool. Kind of, mate. You've got 30 minutes, hydration break, another 30, half time, another 30, hydration, another 30, game over. Maybe a penalty shootout, but I presume it'll end in a draw. Elliot linked with RB Leipzig. I didn't know that, mate. I didn't know that. Maybe he's at the game today watching Leipzig. You could be. Potentially. As I said, I don't mind Elliot personally. I really don't mind Elliot. I think he's got a lot of what we would need, and when I've talked a lot about bringing in a player who first of all, their first thought of mind is about sort of creativity. Like, I look through our 11 at the moment. I think Wilson probably is that from what I've watched of him. I thought he wasn't that when I saw him at Fulham, but actually I think he does think sort of creation first. But I look at the rest of the team. Okafor's not creation first. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's definitely not. Nemecha's not. Dan James is not creation first, in my opinion. So I've always felt we need more creation and players who they're actively thinking creation. How can I get an assist rather than how can I get a goal? And Harry Wilson does do that. Not Harry Wilson. Harvey Elliott does do that. So I don't mind it for that reason, to be fair. I finally feel confident this season. Top 10 match and together. Love the channel, mate. Thank you, mate. You're an absolute hero. Also, I haven't said it yet, so if you could like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, people, it does really help me. There's that 145 you in the chat right now, 150 in the chat. Ridiculous sport, people, for the first watch long, and he hasn't even started yet. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think Matt has just messaged me. Let's have a look. He has. What's he saying? What is the boy saying? Let's have a look. He said, on YouTube, never. I think Matty's on beers, mate. I think he's on beers. I really do. Speaking of beers, are you cracking them beers or what? I know, I should have done it, mate. I should have done it. Maybe next watch along I'll do it. I am probably going to go out this evening, so I ain't messaged my mates yet to tell them that that's what we're doing this evening. They don't know yet, but they are going to know. Yeah. How well is Harry Grace developing? I didn't catch any of his games at Rotherham. I think he's got a few goals at Rotherham, mate. One of my friends actually is a League One fan. I know, pity on him, crikey. But he is a League One fan. I think the Harry Gray development of him going to Sheffield Wednesday is a good one. I do. I've seen a lot of people saying should have been a Championship loan. I would much rather have gone to League One and get first team minutes. I also think if you're going to go to any League One club, I think Sheffield Wednesday is the best club to go for because they're going to be at the top of the league. They've got a very positive atmosphere around, new owner. We know that's massive for them. They've had an awful time with Chanzeri and all that clown in charge. I know people laugh at Sheffield Wednesday. I honestly don't find it that funny. Like, I always think back to when we were in that situation and I didn't really want anyone laughing at us. Look, it's funny when teams lose and they're good teams, like Arsenal missing a penalty in the last minute with Gabriel from a penalty to lose the Champions League final. It's funny. But teams getting destroyed by poor ownership is not, I don't find funny particularly. But that they've got a new owner now, of course, so hopefully that'll be better for them. And they've sold out like 26,000 tickets as well at Sheffield Wednesday, which again I think is a positive because playing in front of that massive Hillsborough crowd naturally should hopefully give him the development he needs in terms of playing in front of a big crowd. It's very different. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased on that, to be honest. I'm quite pleased with that loan. And he should play regularly as well and score quite a few goals. I honestly think it's probably the perfect place to go. And I think Leeds United will have probably done their their work there. The only thing I was surprised at with the loans is I was surprised Charlie Crew went to League 2 again. I don't think he's that good, is he, Charlie Crew, if I'm honest. I think the loans probably say, oh, now he's a young lad, I'm not going to write him off. But to go from playing in League 2, unless you're Jamie Vardy, to then playing in the Premier League is quite a jump now. I think that ship might have sailed, but maybe we can get a few million quid out of him, I don't know. Scott, wait till in your 50s. Glasses will be obligatory. You won't be able to read small type Donny form from the Sun newspaper. I don't read the Sun anyway, in truth, mate. Don't really read any newspapers, if I'm honest. But yeah, luckily I've got my long range vision. My long range vision isn't outstanding. It's not. I don't need glasses to drive or anything. I'm okay with that, so it's fine. But it's not like 20/20. But my short range, I can see anything. I could probably see like a microscope. No, you better see a microscope. It's the thing. Anyway, I've got good short term sight. There's nothing wrong with that. For people that care. Just heard the mighty Liverpool have taken a defender on loan. There's hope for us all. I did see that. It was Araujo, wasn't it, from Barcelona. I've watched him a few times. I know he's prone to mistake at times, Araujo. I've always thought he's quite a decent player, though, you know. I've always thought he's half decent. He's very physical, very aggressive, quite similar to Canate, I think, profile-wise. I think he'll do all right there. I think he'll do all right. Got a little bit of water, haven't you? The best drink water, comfortably. Like, I don't mind, like, a Pepsi Max, but I'm not having a Pepsi Max for every drink. Do you know what I mean? No, we're taking the mick here. Water is just so elite. Elliott looks good on the eye, but numbers are poor. Delap is poor to the eye, but numbers are good. I would take Delap as he can score. Elliott doesn't score or create assists. Maybe he needs a home. I think he needs a home, yeah. I think he needs a home. He's also not going to go out on loan. A lot of people talk about Elliott on loan. That won't be plausible because, unfortunately for Elliott, he's only got 1 year left in his deal. So, you know. Is Leeds United Man United game sold out in Ireland? I believe it is. And Steve, also known as Perot, said it is sold out. So there you are. I tend to believe my boy Steve. The United versus Manchester game will be on ITV. I did see that. And if I enjoy this live stream, I might do another. And if you guys enjoy it fundamentally, because if no one watching, it'd be pretty waste of time. I mean, I'd be watching game, but doing it in a chat would be a bit daft. So yeah, if you guys like these watch-alongs and I enjoy doing it, then we might do it again. I don't know. I don't want to treat you all too much though. This is definitely not a treat. What am I talking about? Liam Cooper should be a good mentor for Harry Gray at Sheffield Wednesday. It's a good point, actually. I forgot Liam Cooper down there, but you're right. Yeah, very good mentor. And knows what it's like to play at Leeds United as well. You'd imagine if you're Harry Gray down there, he should be having a lot of talk about that with Liam Cooper, about what it's like to play at Leeds United, what the demands are of playing for Leeds, because it's a massive step up. I mean, it's going to be tricky. I know we like Harry Gray, and I hope he's in the Leeds United team in a few years. Of course I do. It's a big jump, though. He's going to go League One. You're probably expecting next year, touchwood, Leeds are still in the Premier League. He's probably going to go in loan to the Championship. Then he'd have to do well there, and then it'd be the year after when he'd probably be intermittently in the Leeds United team. I think that's probably where you're looking at. But yeah, look, let's hope, eh? Let's hope he's as good as Harry. Elliott, 8 appearances, 1 goal, injury prone. I don't mind Harvey Elliott. As I said, you could have said, there was a lot of people, I remember we signed Ethan Ampadu saying, oh, he's been relegated so many times, Scott. And I was like, yeah, he has, but he is class. And I hope a lot of people think that now. I think basically everybody does. I did tell you that I'm bloody useless on the IT front. I found the support link you mentioned, but I still don't know how to donate. I need an ABC walkthrough. Okay, I'll try my best, mate. This feels wrong, though, me telling you to... I feel like you're telling me how to give you money. So on mine, I'm signing to another account here. So I kind of press that button. You press Super Chat. And then you write your message in here. I don't even... This is terrible. You can't even see it. And then you said press Go to Purchase and it buys it. I think that's how it is, mate. I don't really know. You don't need to give me money anyway, though. I'm happy doing this for no money. In a roundabout way. Nonsense, Scott. We should have Peroni's coming out the taps. I know. I tell you what, that would be unreal. Imagine like here, I just had like if I could just pour a pint for myself. Like that would be. Maybe that's what we need to add to the Leeds Lens. Maybe the Leeds Lens isn't alcohol friendly enough. Maybe that's what I need. Maybe I need, as I said, like the bar here. I could have someone there serving me beers. That'd be all right, wouldn't it? I'd probably have to pay them, but it'd be great actually. 80,000 capacity, that is unbelievable in Ireland. Yeah, Scummers, to be fair to them, are quite a big club in fairness as well. Obviously not as big as Leeds. Let's get real here. Come on, get in the real world. But yeah, they are a big club, to be fair. So they probably helped in that. Are we going to kick off at 2, by the way? Because my game is not... Oh, we are walking out. We're walking out now. We're walking out. Here we go. Come on, the boys. Can't wait, by the way, because hopefully when it kicks off, I can get this timer working. And then that's a big job done that could go wrong. So let's hope that isn't the case. Am I behind here? Is everyone else in the same spot? Is everyone else in the same spot here? I'm at the pitch where they're just now... Ampadu's just hit the halfway line as he's walking out. Is that where everybody else is? At the side of the chat box, there is a $sign for donations. There we are. Rhino's going to represent it by showing how it works with a donation. I'm joking. I am joking. Are you watching LUTV? I am, mate. I am. Although, I am conscious that LUTV can sometimes go down. Not saying it's bad, but it can sometimes go down. So if it does, I'm going to just quickly switch to YouTube and put the Leipzig game on. Is that ahead? You could fill with 80,000 Leeds supporters. I personally couldn't, mate. I couldn't even get 8,000. I haven't got 80,000 subscribers, but would be ridiculous. Scott, I want to see you going mental for the first goal. I must admit, I'm not one for fake reactions, and this is pre-season. If we do this in real life, I am horrific in watch-alongs. I'm really nervous. You'll probably find it quite funny. I definitely do not. I actually, if we were doing a proper game, I wouldn't be able to sit in a chair. I'd probably have to have a stand-up desk, because that's how I am. Because I'm I get very nervous when I'm watching Leeds. Even when we were drawing against Spurs and we were already staying up, I was walking around gaff. So yeah, it's not my thing. You're a few seconds behind. Oh, bloody hell! Right, let's see if I can get it on YouTube. Technology these days, eh? There we are. Oh God, don't play the sound. Blow me neck. No. That is bad. Do not do that. I think. Is this slide? I don't know which one's ahead. Yeah, let's not play copyright to us on the music, shall we not? That would be a bad idea. Yeah. Right. Let's see then. So this is LUTV is now showing the Leeds team. Oh, they're both at the same time, I think. I think they're both at the same time. Yeah, I think we're okay. If people are ahead of me, if you're in the ground, you'd be ahead of me, but I don't know if... Oh, I think it's about the same. I think we're good. We're good. We'll have to roll with it. I am watching on a computer, so I'm not watching on a telly. Maybe that's why I'm behind. Don't know. Oh, but yeah, as I said, they've got a few decent players. It's going to be a bit of a test for our defence. Bakayoko, striker's pretty decent as well. Romelu, 6'4" as well, big boy. Henriks, pretty decent. I think he plays centre half, doesn't he, Henriks? They've got an Esteve. We're all aware of Esteve. Obviously, the Burnley centre half. He's half decent. I was surprised actually. I thought he was going to be one of the people interested. It's not kicked off on my screen yet, mate. I'm about to kick off, but we haven't done yet. I'll get ready to go, but we haven't kicked off just yet. Dan James with the ball. Here we go. Is he going to kick it? No, he's still stood there, and we're away. Boom! There, look at that. So if you want to know where we're up to, there we are. The clock's working. Get in, the boy. Get in. Right now, if I make this big. There we go. Oh, this is beautiful. Now I can just sit back. Is it still all working for you guys, presumably? So just while we're working. And we've just kicked off. Yeah, we have a night screen. Their keeper's got it. Long ball. This is good fun. I see why people like these watch-alongs. They're not so bad, are they? Until we start losing. Craig Paulson. Oh, that's way to ruin the day, isn't it? Blummy neck, Craig. Come on. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, it won't be absolutely live, will it? Yeah, so I will be the same point as you lot. Just you'll be slightly ahead. Just all you need to do, if you're watching on YouTube or watching LUTV, skip it back and put it at the same timestamp as mine, and then you'll see where I'm up to. That's probably the best way to do it. So yeah, if you're watching live, go skip it to what my clock says, and then you'll be able to watch it live with me. That's probably the best way to do it. Try that. There's always going to be up to a minute behind because of the YouTube delay. Yeah, I've realised that now, in fairness. Yeah, probably should have known that, to be fair, to start with, but oh well. We're up and running, we are. Ball now. I'm always a bit conscious with ball now, I've got to be honest. Right. That's a good kick, Cairns. Maybe he should be a number 2 after all. 44 seconds. Blimey. Gary's on it, you know. Gary is on it. See what Muharemović is up to. I think, do you commentate on these? I guess you probably should in a roundabout way. Born out. Do you know, I thought he'd passed out our player then, but straight to Bogle. We're all good. We're all good. High press from RB. Not that they started with a high press to start with, didn't they, mate? But not. It looks like they've stepped off it slightly now, which is good. It's also not a sellout at Leeds, is it? Because obviously half at ground's been smashed to bits at the moment, so there is that. Looks like a 3 at the back still, as we imagined. Turn, lad. There we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on, James. We'll have a corner. Corner to the boys. Corner to the boys. First corner, indeed. Getting the feeling that you're going to tell me before there's been a goal here, which could be an issue, but there we are. I'll just try to prevent that's the situation. All leads that way, indeed, mate. Indeed. Indeed. Dan James is playing. He is, mate. He's playing off the left, which I think's bizarre. Do you remember he played off the left right at the start of his time under Daniel Farke, didn't he? Right at the start, he played off the left. But, yeah, anyway. Corner here. Longstaff with the corner. I remember scoring a goal last year from Longstaff with the corner, so let's see how this goes in. Ball in. Oh, yes! Have we scored? No, we haven't scored. Damn. Oh, we have scored. Have we scored? Yes, yes, we've scored. Get in. Get in there. It's the worst. No, we haven't scored. What the hell is going on? Have we? What? Disallowed goal. Oh, damn. It's alright, I'm reacting like I've never bloody watched a game before here, ah. What's wrong with that? I knew Craig Paulson. Blooming heck. What were wrong with that? Oh, that's ridiculous. What were wrong with that? Anyway, James, feed him. He's in. Oh, no, he's not. He's not. He's not. Try and wait a few seconds before saying, oh, if anything happens, folks, he's behind. True. True. And wherever you guys are ahead. Yeah, it's because, mate, I'm always gonna be behind because I'm watching your, as the people said, the stream's behind. I've got a game on TV buzzing. Yeah, as I said, FFZM, the best thing to do, mate, is skip it to where I am, and then we can watch it at the same time, mate, and we can interact all the way through. Anyway, back to ball now at the back. Into Cairns. I know, Paul, there's nothing wrong with that at all, was there, mate? Nothing wrong with that at all. It's Craig Paulson, mate. Shocking referee, honestly. Oh, they're in. No, they're not. No, they're not. We're all good. Get out to him, people. Come on. Blooming heck. Right, we're good. We're good. Ball out wide. Bogle, bit of 1v1 defending to do. Back inside. We're all right. I know, honestly. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Back inside. I do think, though, to be fair, when we talk about the set piece, I do think we are going to be good from set pieces again this year. We scored 2, obviously, against Liverpool, 2 long throws. I think we are going to be very good from set pieces, I must admit. I think that's going to be a real positive for the football club, which is nice. I think when you're in the Premier League, you've got to find any advantage you can, haven't you? And that's going to be a massive positive for us. And corners again there, we were really threatening. I know it was ruled out, but really threatening again. Afternoon, Scott. Nice to see you in the chat, Charlotte. Hope you're watching the game as well. Ideally at the same time as me. Got to say we look sharp. We don't look so bad. We don't look so bad. Although, in fairness, we haven't touched the ball for the last 2 minutes, so maybe not. Call the game and the players who scored the disallowed goal. DCL. Yeah, DCL scored. Well, didn't, but it was ruled out. Anyway, back we go. Leipzig having a bit of possession here, to be fair. I mean, they're in terms of where they finished in the league, they're not a bad side, Leipzig. They're really not a bad side at all. What did they finish in the top 4 last year? So that's a good standard. Probably playing in the Champions League. High press with James, nearly won it. And finally, the high press is something we need to see more from Leeds United this year. I do think that. I think we need to see more of the high press this year. We saw it a bit last year, but I thought, especially later on in games, we held back a lot more and we didn't push on in games. And I thought second half, we didn't manage them as well as we could have done. So, you know. What do you think about the 2026-27 kits? Do you know what it is? The home kit, when it first came out, mate, I thought we were absolutely tripe. I thought we were absolutely dreadful. Now, I'm looking at it going, I don't mind the home kit. Don't mind it. And the away kit, I mean, it speaks for itself, doesn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Are you losing your watch long, Cherry? I am, mate. I am. He's in. He's in. Cross it. Calvert-Lewin! 1-0. Up the boys. Get in. Get in. Beautiful goal. Ball down the right-hand side. I think it was Harry Wilson put the ball across. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 6 yards out, tapping into the back of the net. It was Harry Wilson. The link-up we've been looking forward to getting. But you're right. Josh is right. Great ball down the line from Rodon. Went between their left-back and their left centre-half. Put him straight through. Wilson ball across. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin with the goal. That's something we need to see more from... and it was Bogle, I think. Yeah, it was Bogle with the ball. Bogle with the ball on the outside... behind the left back, ball comes across, Calvert-Lewin sticks it in the onion bag. Come on, the boys. This pass, though, from Bogle, outstanding. Outstanding ball. Wilson, does it matter if it's his right foot or left foot? No, it does not. Into the back of the net. Get in there. Get in. 1-0 to the boys. Goal, goal, indeed goal. Fantastic. Fantastic stuff. Road on the speedy winger. I mean, it was Bogle, mate, but we can go with it. I swear... Did I say Rodon by accident instead of Wilson? I didn't mean to. Anyway, good start, eh? Good start. Have that, Leipzig. Have that. Rodon playing as a wide centre-back. Yeah, he played like a lot like that when we played last season. He almost plays in that sort of channel. And I think in possession sometimes become a back four at times. But definitely a back five in possession. Out of possession, though. It's blatantly obvious. Oh, a bit of an overload down the right-hand side. Ball in. Oh, no. Good header away. Good header away. Good indeed header away. I think of Muharemović. Good header away there. That'll do. Dead ball. Dead ball. Great assist from Rodon. Did I say Rodon by accident? Is that what it is? Scoreboard, Scott. Good point, actually. Good point. Good point. Sorry, people. As I said, this is my first time doing it. So, +1 for Leeds. There we go. Boom. Goal. Get in. Get in, the boys. Thank you, mate, for saying that. We're looking sharp. We are. We actually are looking sharp. We are looking very nice. Very nice indeed. They've had quite a decent proportion of possession, especially in this first 9 minutes, but they haven't really created anything, have they, Leipzig, as well? We just look better. We just look fundamentally better than they are, which is nice. Obviously, they lost Diamande in the summer, would have obviously made a massive help. Nusa's not playing as well, which obviously is one of their top players. They have got a few players missing, to be fair, but yeah, Bogle back on the ball, a lot of space. Oh, it's Wilson, cut inside. So I'm doing a terrible job of picking players up here. Longstaff, chance here, real chance. Shot saved. Oh, that's not a good shot, that. Not your best shot at all, James, Justin. Not your best shot. Should be 2 up. Yeah, that were a good chance for Justin, to be fair. This is what I mean, though. This is where I think there you've got a left footer. You can go around the outside and fire it across goal. That's what needed to happen there. But that was definitely where you needed a Goodmanson, for sure. Scoreboard, Scott. Done, mate. 9 minutes in. Update score. I know, I have done. Don't worry, Pete. Don't worry, sweethearts. I've got the game on TV buzzing. I'm loving the away kits and the pre-game shirts. Me and you too, mate. Me and you too. See what I mean? This now, we're looking... In possession, we almost look a bit like a back four. That's a great ball. Oh, no, it's not. Keeper well claimed. Keeper well claimed. Are you not watching the game? I am, mate. I am. What a beautiful pitch. It does look immaculate, actually, doesn't it? It looks absolutely immaculate. Do you remember a few years ago when we had that pitch that we were slipping all over the place? Such a better pitch now. Such a better pitch. And we ended up buying a pitch off Spurs, didn't we? Something ridiculous. Nigel, sound of mine. Maybe turn your volume down. I think it's all good, mate. I think it's all good. That boy, Tarik, looks great. Was worried when Strout left, but what a player. We have this lad. I know. It looks terrific. It looks like he's got to be high press from Leeds again here. Dan James nearly caught out their keeper. Not quite, though. Bakayoko on the... This is where we're going to see Muharemović here. Bakayoko bringing up Muharemović. And he's read it really well there. Tried to play an outside the foot pass, intercepted. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. This is why the back three is important. Defensively solidarity. and surprising attack. Yeah, you're right. I said this. A lot of people talked about sort of Leeds United going back to the back four. I never liked it. I never liked the idea of going back to four. I think we've been so much better in the five. So I want to stick with it, really. But we are hitting him in transitional moments, which is nice. Nice to see. Sup, lads? Nice seeing the chat, Darts, mate. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, bro. Bit more Leipzig possession, but as I said, they've had a lot of possession of Leipzig, but they haven't really done anything with it. It's just been sort of side to side stuff. They've got a chance here, really good chance here. Oh, what a tackle that is! What a tackle that is! Sean Longstaff. I told you about Longstaff doing stuff like that. Told you. Looks that were a throw into us, ref. Oh no, it's a what's happened? Oh, it's a goal kick. Goal kick. Hi Scott, ever thought of integrating the tactical board? I have got one, mate. I have got one, but I haven't done it as of yet. We need to get focused on the right formation being showed up on first, mate, I think. Longstaff the Destroyer, mate. That was unreal, wasn't it? That was unreal. Snacker would enjoy this much. Not of contact. Keep an eye on their keeper. We could nick him if he's any good. If he's angry, good. Or any good, yeah. Alex Cairns back in possession. Probably Alex Cairns potentially last ever game for Leeds. This. Has anyone ever thought of that? Come on, Leeds. Be careful. Oh, Muharemović, great turn. That is top from the centre half. It really is. James has nearly lost it, but there we are. Long ball over. Bogle, similar to that Gruev one in the Forest game where Bogle scored. We are solid. We are, mate. Hi, Scott. You coming live from the game? Yeah, mate. This is the backup for the game. No, I've got the game on, mate. I've got the game on. More Leipzig possession. Poor pass from them, and Bogle's got it back. Right, come on. Let's build a bit of an attack here, boys. Ampadu on the ball. Just nod it up the line. That'll do. Come on, Calvert-Lewin. Hold it up. Great play. That is fantastic from Calvert-Lewin. Fantastic work. Big up, Scott. Enjoy marathon stream today, mate. I'm enjoying it so far. I actually am liking it. I think I'm messing this up slightly, but it's a first timer, so you've got to. I'm losing my virginity today for watching football. I lost that a while ago, for the record. Anyway, we're going off topic here, but yeah, first time doing this, so apologies if it's not fantastic, but I'm trying my best. Oh, that's a poor pass. Oh, we've got away with it. Ball now. Careful, mate. That's all right. Back to Cairns. Great video and subscribed. Well, that sounds like you've got split personality disorder, mate, if I'm honest. Fair. Much to be excited about in the first for the upcoming season. I say the same thing if we lose this game. Yeah, I feel exactly the same, mate. I feel exactly the same. Free kick to Leipzig. Little foul by Bogle. Why is Bogle, by the way, wearing long sleeves? What is he doing wearing long sleeves? It's boiling, pal. I mean, do what you want, in fairness, but come on, sweetheart. There's about 21,000 in here. Are you at the ground, mate? Surely not. Surely you haven't got the Leeds Lens on in the ground. That'd be funny. Who scored? Dominic Calvert-Lewin scored. Back to a bit of possession from Leipzig. Leeds sat in a nice five at the back shape, though. We're sort of in possession, out of possession actually. We're sort of sat in like a sort of a 5-3-2, and Wilson's filling in that sort of midfield role, which is what I've been talking about. Do you know where that role where Aronson played? Sorry, we're messing about the back here. Get rid of it. Cairns, get rid of it. Hold it up, Don. No. But we're sort of sitting. Harry Wilson's playing a really interesting role. He's not really playing. You've got Dan James and Dominic Calvert as your front two, and then you've kind of got Wilson playing the midfield three in out of possession with Ampadu and Longstaff. So your challenge, Mint, mate. Keep it going. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Hit the like, please. Yeah, if you could do that, people, that'd be fantastic. That really would be fantastic. How do I watch the game? Is it on TV? It's on, mate. It's on. If you go on YouTube and type Leipzig in, you'll find the game there. It's on YouTube. Wilson is also in long sleeves. He is. Anyone else in long sleeves? Rodon's in long sleeves, I think, as well. What is it with these long sleeves? Unless they're being told to by the club to promote it. Maybe they are. To me, DC looks sharp. He does. It looks really sharp. I thought that against the Liverpool game, mate. He looked really sharp. He looked like he'd grown a bit of pace as well. Not grown a bit of pace, but gained a bit of pace. Yeah. Oh, look at Alex Cairns, mate. Unreal work. Ball out into Bogle. I must admit, every time ball now passes the ball, I do worry. I must admit that I'd be lying if I said that wasn't the case. Scott Bogle is a brother like me, and we need to stay warm, lol. Fair. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Can you stick a ball on DCL to show who scored? That I can't do, mate. I'm not that techie. Come on. No, I can't do that. I can tell you, if you people ask, I can tell you who scored, but I can't. That would be tricky. That would be tricky. I can try to think of that for the next stream, but I won't better do it now. James has got a bit of defending to do. Heads it away. Not particularly the best header, to be fair. Bakayoko now. Now, this lad's a really good player. Really good player. Oh, he hasn't really tried on the outside yet. I think he's left-footed anyway. Ball into the box. Great defending again. Rodon with his long sleeves. Pushed him out of the way. Have that 6'4" Romelu. Have a bit of that. Have a bit of Welsh fury. Bosh. Cairns picks it up. Back into ball now. Come on, boys. Let's get a bit of possession here. Bogle. He's always looking for that pass down the line, is Bogle. I mean, that's where the goal came from, round the corner. And obviously Wilson got onto it and put it on the plate for Dom. Fair play to Alex Cairns for the performance in pre-season. Still need a backup though. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Definitely do. Right, Wilson picks up on a loose pass here. Oh, not the best touch by Wilson, to be honest. Tried to just feed it into Dan James's pass. Not the best touch. They wear long sleeves, so the opposition grabs it and they can get a free kick. Is it not? So Charlotte, I don't think that's the case, mate, if I'm honest. No, I'm not sure that is the case. But do you remember Adama Traore used to put loads of like oil up? Do you remember Adama Traore used to oil himself up? And then before he came on, so people couldn't pull him back. I remember that. They wear long sleeves, the opposition grabs it, and I've just read that one. Yeah, big up to the Leeds lad, Cairns. Yeah, he's to be honest, he's done fine, hasn't he, so far? I mean, he can't be a solution for us at all. Bit of defence to do here. Shooting chance. He's going to go wide, I think. Well, Leeds well back in shape, though, again. Well back in shape. We just need a bit more pressure on the ball, I think. But sat in a really nice shape. And actually, we're playing almost like a 5-4-1. Yeah, it is more like a 5-4-1 out of possession, to be honest. And then you've got James and Wilson who both fill in. And then obviously Dom's up front on his own, which with the benefit of Dominic Calvert-Lewin up there is that when the ball goes long, he's so good at holding the ball up, he can almost play in a front one or on his own up front. But yeah, we are defending in a 5-4-1 for sure. They've had quite a bit of the ball though, Leipzig, as I said. Might have a chance to put the ball in here. Bit of running for Rodon to do. Bogle's got back for the double up, so that's good. And they've gone back again. Yeah, they haven't really showed that much so far, have they, Leipzig? A lot of the ball, but no real penetration. How do you watch this game? It's on the best place to watch it, mate. It's on LUTV, so you can find it on there. That's where I'm watching it. Or you could watch it on it's on Leipzig's YouTube channel as well, mate. Rodon, a brother from another mother, like you, Scott. Nice one, mate. Will this game be subject to new rules that I was reading about 5 seconds for a throw-in? Is the only one that I can remember. I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that. That pair-up of Wilson DCL is clean. I really like it. Yeah, I think they're going to be really, really sharp together. Dominic Calvert-Lewin was talking about it yesterday on it. Terrible pass by them. Straight out of play. Rodon looks like has he got a bit of an injury, Rodon? Or is he knackered? Oh, is it the hydration break? No, not yet. Red Bull TV, mate. It's another place you can watch it, yeah. They do look a bit tired, Leeds, already, to be fair. A few people... But they've had a lot of defending to do, to be fair. And they do it well. Daniel Farker. Wait till it's coat time for Daniel. See if he's got the same coat he's worn for the last few years. Alex Cairns. I do feel worried with Cairns at the back. That can't be... It just can't happen, can it, that? Can't watch the game in the US, so I'm watching this. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I hope I can give you the best entertainment possible. Back with their centre-half on the ball again. He's broke the lines with the pass there. We've got back in shape. It's free on LUTV and also YouTube, but Scott's watch along on 2, please. There you are. There you are. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Ampadu intercepts it, but he's lost. He's got it. We've got a free kick. Well done, Ampadu. Nice one, mate. Nice work, Ampadu. He's so good at that, isn't it? Breaking up the play. It's his bread and butter. It really is. Their manager's gone for Air Force. Is it Air Force trainers there? Look a bit stylish as their manager, to be fair. Oh, no, that's not good. Bogle's been fouled. We don't want injuries. That's one thing we absolutely categorically do not want. They're looking like a bit of a mid more of a mid block. Bogle's smashing the ground in agony. Let's see this again. We don't want injuries. That is one thing we absolutely do not want. We absolutely do not want that. That is absolute worst case now. I'd rather lose game 5-0 than any players get injured. Looks like it's one that he can run off. It's pretty tricky for him to stand up on it. He's trying to put weight on it now. Let's hope it's going to be that. With Rafinha getting older and recovering from an injury, do you think we will eventually leave Barcelona and come home? I don't think so, mate. No, I don't think we'll ever see Rafinha in a Leeds shirt again, if I'm honest. I think Bogle can run this injury off, which looks good. That looks fine. RB pressing now, but we're dealing with it. It might be a bit of jet lag. True. That's a good point. We have had, I must admit, we've had a really busy schedule, haven't we, to be fair? Oh, that's class from Wilson. That is so class. Gets the ball. He's picking up from centre halves now. Dictated from deep. He's a class above, isn't he, Wilson? Even the way he moves. Not Bogle, I know, Charlotte, I know. I've synced my TV with your stream. Never done that before with a watch long. Amazing. I'm glad you're enjoying it, mate. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm having a great time. So that's a foul on Ampadu. Cheers, Craig Paulson. He was a pretty crap ref, but at least he's made the right call there. For the person who asked about watching it in the US, as mentioned, it's on YouTube for the Leipzig YouTube channel. Watching from Florida. There you are. There you are. Would Ball now be in the same camp as Gruev? I would take an upgrade for the work they do. I would keep them. We can't sell everybody. Yeah, this is my feeling. I think going forward, mate, long term, you're probably going to need to upgrade on someone like a Gruev and a Ball now. It's just there's bigger priorities this summer than doing that, I think. Like, even if we brought in another centre-back, I wouldn't really want to still lose Ball now. I think Ball now is so useful for us, really. They're in a lot of the ball, though. I'd be interested to know how much possession they've had. Should I check, percentage-wise? They've had an awful lot of possession. It's been slightly scrappy last 5 minutes, to be honest. Slightly scrappy. Yeah, they've had 62% of the ball, but they've had 0 shots. Yeah, it's what I thought, really. They've had a lot of the ball. We're doing not with it. Think Longstaff has had a great pre-season so far. Do you think he'll get more minutes this season? I think so, mate. Because to be honest, he started 10 games in a row, didn't he? At the start of last season, he was playing really well, and then he kind of got dropped. And when we got back to the 5-back, he never really got back into the team. But I think so. I think you can work in this team, especially when we're going away to the big grounds and you want like your 3 solid midfielders in there. I think a Longstaff, Ampadu, and stat midfield is really nice. So yeah, Bakayoko now down the line. Again, he's not really taking it on. It does feel very pre-season of this. I've got to be honest. Admittedly, this is pre-season, but Leipzig have played about 3 games before this, so I was expecting a bit more from him maybe. Bakayoko again though. Good tackle, Justin. We've got the ball back. Can't wait for the scum game. Hope Trafford is by net. He is going to be, mate. He is going to be. Muharemović, he's probably the best ball playing centre back we've got, hasn't he? What are you using to get the ball possession stats mid-game? I'm going on. Just went on SofaScore, mate. Just went on SofaScore. Justin Long. Come on, Dom. James. That's a foul, ref. There we are. Well done, Dom, again. His hold-up play is ridiculous, isn't it? It's so good. He's so good at that. Because it just really aids the defence, especially when we're playing in the big grounds next season and you need someone to go so long to the forward and it to stick and him to win a foul to take pressure off the rest of the defence. He's so good at that. And he was talking yesterday in his interview that he did with Men of Blaze and talking about, yes, obviously goals, he's judged on goals. Of course he's judged on goals. But he talked a lot as well about the next step, which is obviously... Oh, great pass from Muharemović. James, great chance. Shot! Just... Oh, it's a poor effort, really. Just down the wrong side of the post. He had to go far post that for me. But that was the bender shot to the far post for me. Not the near post shot there, really. Lovely ball from Muharemović, though. Really nice ball and gets it. Oh, it's poor from James, that. It is poor. See, that's where you bring in a Pai Zhao. In that moment, you're expecting something better, aren't you? You expect something better there. Good movement, though. Good movement. Tarik, Trafford and Wilson, going to be a great season. Mate, I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Really am. James looks rusty. Yeah, that wasn't his best moment, but even James full of confidence, mate, he's, and not rusty, can do stuff like that. Longstaff, don't lose it here, mate. Everything I've talked about, just pass it, release it. Well played. Nice play. Longstaff played when we were in a back 4-3. After he came back from an injury and we moved to a 3-4-3, Longstaff couldn't get in this formation. He's really competing with Stack. Yeah, it's a fair point, but I think there's games where we'll better play like a 3-5-2, David, and you maybe have Okafor or if it's Pajal there or Wilson up front with Dom. And then you want your flat 3, and I think in the flat 3 you can have Longstaff in there. Because remember, we did play a midfield 3 quite often, mate, of Ampadu, Stack, and Gruev. Like we played that in the Forest game at home. He could have played in that. Finally, a bit of possession for Leeds. Now we've ended up going back again, but they do have a bit of press, don't they? They in bursts, they really press. That's a foul as well. That's a bit of a Luke Ayling from back in the day. Backing into him, winning a free kick. Good stuff. Good stuff. I was interested to see how Esteve got in this game, but I haven't seen much of him so far. Bogle, round the corner. Nice. Nah, wrong pass from Wilson. Really wrong pass there. You could see that a mile off, couldn't you, there, that one on. Rodon clearing up at the back a bit. Longstaff, you got to win that, mate. Well in, Rodon. Well in. Great tackle. Right, now let's go. Come on, Justin. Get it out wide. James. Go on, run at him, James. Run at him. This is where we want to see a bit of quality. Run at him. Right, deliver a ball. It's too telegraphed, that, I think. Too telegraphed there, really. Muharemović wins it, though. Have a dig, son. Have a dig. No. I can't get over how nice the pitch looks, man. Mate, it looks unreal, doesn't it? Bogle's won it back. Ball in. Calvert-Lewin! Oh. Don't know what he's done there. He's kind of got underneath it. Bizarre. Bizarre. Craig Poulsen shot. Great referee. Great referee. I refereed back in the day once, actually. A long time. It was like my when I was 14, that was my 14-year-old job, being a referee. 30 quid a game. Not bad. Not bad. Gone to a family reunion and everyone is there in the sea and I'm watching the Leeds Lens. This is life. Oh, darts. That almost sounds like a film, mate. It sounds that good. We are making our RB Leipzig uncomfortable with our hard work off the ball. I agree, mate. I completely agree. As I said, they've had so much of the ball and they have got players with really decent quality. When you look at Bakayoko's of the world, etc., they are good players, them. And he's had nothing. He's had no change at all. And again, we forced him into an error there as well. And we win the ball back. 30 seconds now until the first quarter is done. Even with all RB's possession, I'm confident we can deal with them. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. They haven't been. Say they've had about 6% of the ball, mate. They haven't been that effective, have they, with it? They've moved it. They've ruined it relatively quickly as well, but they haven't managed. They've managed to get in the midfield a few times, and they've managed to kind of work from there a bit, but not massively. Not massively at all. Back to the keeper again for them. And there brings up the first 30. Good first 30. Obviously, nice to see the goal. Should have been 2-0 up in my opinion. I think that was I thought that was, if I'm honest, a foul. But there we are. Are they not going to pause the thing? I'm going to have to pause it on. This is going to be a bit of a pain, but there we are. I have to pause it on that and then restart it. I have got a thing for 60 minutes, but I can't really do that with this. And there's the drinks. It is, mate. But good first 30. I think this is, as I said, this is where we're going to get the. Do we get to be at the start of the energy break? I think the first 60 minutes is where we're going to see the majority of what Leeds United are going to be this season. I think the second half will look to make a few more changes. It'll look a bit less Leeds United-like fundamentally. But that first half an hour looked pretty good, as I said. Didn't have a lot of the ball, and I would be interested to see if Leeds United can get a bit more possession, maybe get back to more 50-50% possession. But dealt with them really well. Have they even had a shot yet at our goal? I don't think they have. So impressive sort of show from the Whites, because it's important that we obviously have that stuff going forward that we're looking forward to. That's what we need to see, and obviously that quality and Wilson providing is fantastic. But we do want to see that defensive side of it, because there are new people in the defence. When you look at Muharemović, nice to see him doing really well. So yeah. As Rhino said here, slow but decent first quarter. Jesus, I sound like an NFL pundit. I know, mate. It's not particular. I don't like these quarters. I hope they don't bring it in for the Premier League. But I think we are heading that way with the amount of American owners we've got in the league, to be fair. Harry Gray's starting for Wednesday today. Interesting, because they're playing the first game of the season, aren't they? Boo. Right, cuppa now for me, and I'll listen to you, mate. Thank you very much, mate. I like James on the left. Still not good enough, though. Wilson needs to get more game time. He will. I mean, get in the game. Wilson needs to get in the game more, not more game times as full times leads. Yeah, I mean, when Wilson's had the ball, you can see that quality there with him, can't you? You really can see the quality. But you're right. I think we are probably looking more towards. I think with Wilson, the more he gets on the ball, the better. He did play that poor pass, didn't he, which led to a counter for them, when he was trying to spray it out right to Justin, that probably wasn't on. But he is looking to get deeper and deeper to get on the ball to sort of make stuff happen, Harry Wilson. And I think that's because he's probably a bit frustrated with how much of the ball we have. Because truthfully, we haven't had much of the ball, have we? I mean, we've only got about 40% possession. What I'm seeing so far should be enough for a comfortable mid-table finish. I know things can change, but I'm allowed to dream. I think that's fair, mate. I think that's fair. I'll never say it in the first quarter. It's football, not NFL. True. We can call it half-time of the first half. Rodon's first ever assist for Leeds. Did I say Rodon? Is that what people were mentioning with this? Did I actually send Rodon instead of Wilson? Found the channel recently. Glad to catch the stream. Appreciate listening to you and the more down-to-earth takes. Excited for the season. With the signings, but not ready to crown us with Europe. Yeah, I'm with you, mate. I'm really with you on that. I think that when you look at it, I've said that something that slightly concerns me is I know we've made really good signings. I understand that, and as you can see when I'm talking about signings, I am really pleased with them. I still do think though that everyone's got good teams at this level. Like, everybody's a really good team. Like, even you look at Forest, etc. There's so many quality teams in this finish. To finish in the top 10 in your second season would be some achievement from the football club. And what I don't want is that, because everybody now thinks we're going to finish much higher in the league, that if we start and say we're 15th in the likes of October, I don't want to see a lot of negativity to come with that, because I don't think it's fair on the team, and I don't think it's fair on the football club, because it's still a decent. If we're 15th in October, that's still decent. That's still pretty decent. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to see. You're doing an amazing job for your first watch along. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Hit the like, share if you could do that, people. There is currently about 100 of you in the building, just over, and 79 likes. If you could get like over 100, Matt, that would be fantabidozy. We'll stick to the first half. We'll just stick to the first half and the second half. Lol. I'm with you, mate. That's fine by me. That is fine by me. What I'll do, people, as well, is I'll have to, for the first 23 seconds of the second half, obviously I'll have to not press play on the timer, but then we get it. Although I am liking that. I think it looks quite sharp. I was slightly worried at first because I thought my head was going to be over the top of it, but it's not. It's not. It ain't cut my head off, which is good. But yeah, as I said, truthfully, defence looks solid. I think we want to see a bit more of the attack. Now, we have scored a goal, but it'd be nice to see a few more moments. But it does feel very pre-season-y. It almost feels like it's our first pre-season game in the way Leipzig are approaching it. Very relaxed, very lackadaisical. But there we are. I think, as I said, they've got that priority game against Bayern Munich next weekend, which I think is why they haven't got a lot of their first teamers here. So I think you were always waiting for a game like this. Anyway, it looks like we're back off, about to kick off for the second half of the first half. So let's get ready and get ready to press start again. See, as I said, that home kit is growing on me. It really is. Right, here we go. And we're away. No, I didn't mean to do that. I need to wait till we're... Oh, blimey. I need to wait till we're 20 seconds in, don't I? What an absolute clown. Let's wait till we see... I can actually see the timer on there. When are they going to show me my timer? There we go. There we are. We're away again. That's about a second behind, actually, but it'll have to do. It'll have to do. They're probably trying to rename it Skocker. I know. Leeds says, your laughing face. Looking forward to seeing Aronson, Tanaka, and Stack. Yeah, they'll be that's the depth of the squad now. We've still got them lads on the bench, and people are telling me that we need midfielders, and we've still got them lads on the bench. Not for me. Strategic Mars says agreed. It's why I subscribed. I love to be wrong, but I'm pessimistic by nature. But yeah. Of the streamers found, I appreciate your takes the most. Not to knock others. Glad they're excited. Yeah, look, as I said, it's not. Maybe I'll be wrong, and hopefully we're both wrong, Street. But it's not about that. It's more about, like, I just don't want negativity to come from the football club. I don't think we need it, and I don't think they deserve it. That's all it kind of is. Scott, Pro's hat trick when they change things around. I know, mate. I'm looking forward to this big hat trick from Pro. Why have we turned the teams around, by the way? Why have we switched sides? Are we going to switch sides twice? Seems a bit mad, doesn't it? Why have we done that? I don't understand that. Why? Surely you'd carry on, you'd play the first 60 one way and then first 60 the other way. Anyway, who cares? Who cares? Come on, Leeds. As I said, this does feel, it almost feels more pre-season than Wrexham this somehow. I don't know if that's just me, but it does feel almost more pre-season than Wrexham. But there we are. Referee wanted Scott. Oh, is that why? Is that why? Oh! Oh, Wilson nearly won it off their centre half, which should have put him one-on-one with the keeper. Nearly won it. Bit of defending here to do. Bit more. Oh, no chance. Good block. Great block. Out wide here. Shot coming in. Cairns, don't spill it there, sweetheart. Blow me neck. He's got rid of it. There, he's got rid of it. So far, Cairns 5, Bogle 6, Goodmanson, he ain't playing, pal. We'll say Rodon, presumably. Rodon 6, Bornow 6, Muharemović 7, Ampadu 8, Wilson 7, James 7, Justin 6, Longstaff 7, and DCL 8. Yeah, probably something like that, mate. I don't know if James has been a 7, though, to be fair. He's just won a free kick, so maybe we'll give him a bit of a high score. But I don't think he's been quite there. Is it not 2 games? I thought it was 1 game, but is it 2? Is it 2? Good save. My opinion, Leeds will do well in 26-27, relegation free, and everyone should enjoy the ride wherever Leeds finish. Oh, 100%, 100%. It's going to be better than it's been, that's for sure. 2 games, 60 minutes each game, more or less. Right, okay. Okay, that does make more sense then. So the second game is going to be very, very... it's going to be a bit of a more boring game, I think. And your other point, keep hearing about Charles. I'll admit I'm not as familiar with him, but I'm looking to our midfield and thinking Longstaff isn't starting at the moment. Where does Charles fit in? I know that's kind of where I'm at. We have a chance here. Longstaff, not the best pass into Dom. Dan James now, 1v1 opportunity. Go on, James, skin him. Down the line, cross. Good, they got a block on the cross. But yeah, no, as I said, for me, I don't mind Shea Charles. I quite like him. And as I said, for me, it would be a good signing. But he just wasn't needed signing. And that's what, when you've got, if we had no priority positions this summer and you looked at him when we've got the perfect team, we're just about improving a few areas. Fine. That wasn't the situation. We had a lot of gaps to fill. I thought we had to spend a lot of money on the attack. I think we needed a new goalkeeper, which we've done. I think we needed, obviously, another centre-half with Trout leaving. There was just more priorities than going and getting Shea Charles. And I think that's kind of where they've come to be honest. If Pajau signing doesn't happen, who else is Leeds looking at? That seems to be likely our biggest need left. Yeah, I agree. I think that's what we're going to do. James turned. Fred it through. He's won a free kick again. Looks like he's took a bit of a knock there, Dan James. Be nice to see Okafor at some point, wouldn't it? Be nice to see Okafor. We haven't seen Okafor so far. Yeah. Who would I look at elsewhere? Well, there was reports about Jamie Welling. He could be an interesting option. Obviously, the Stuttgart winger. Obviously, there's Schultz, which we've talked about with Schultz. There's a few reports the other day about Schultz wasn't going to happen. But Lyon play a Champions League game on Tuesday. And if they get knocked out, they'll need to sell him. So he'll again will be leaving. A bit like Pajau. I think Pajau will leave. I think Schultz, if they get knocked out and they're not in the Champions League, Lyon need to sell for capital. So maybe he becomes an option then. There's a few options out there. People talk about Harvey Elliott's. We were linked to Rutter at the back of the season as well. So there's a few. Charles going to Fulham? He is, mate. He is. Which I'm fine with. Can we score another goal to make it easier on us when Pro disappoints when we switch to second team? Scott, leave James alone. 7 all day. Steve, I love it, mate. I love it. I love you. Unreal. Unbelievable stuff. He's your boy. He's going to have to be your boy, Steve. He's going to have to be your boy, mate. If we get to a point where... Oh, Don might be in. Oh, Paulson again. Ole, ole. He might have been in there, Don, but I think he did foul him, in fairness. But, you know, come on. We're a Leeds channel here. Let's be biased. But yeah, you need to be all over Dan James, mate. If Pro leaves, James is going to have to be your boy. Longstaff now almost defending in a front two. Maybe we changed it in the switch. Wilson, nice press. Can he win it? No, instead he's giving away a free kick. Well, worth it, I guess. Just break it up a bit, I guess. Not ideal, but there we are. See, is Wilson that sweaty, or is that just hair gel in his hair? I wonder. Back to the same pattern as the first half now, where they're back just on the ball again, rolling it round, trying to get the game over with, I think, Leipzig, but there we are. Come on out. Come on. Deal with it, Cairns. Yes, Alex. Big boot. Big boot, mate. Showing that bit of pace for Cairns as well. What's Cairns now at? 36, 37? Come on, Longstaff. Can we win it? Oh, DCL nearly got there. Nearly got there. He does look a yard quicker, though, DCL, I must admit. Been impressed with that. That is not a foul, ref. Do not give a foul. Go. Longstaff, James, run at him now. Ampadu down injured, but we're showing what's their keeper doing there. Just grab it, pal. Ampadu down injured. Let's see what the... He went injured in the Liverpool game, didn't he? Oh, God. Not an Ampadu injury. This is, as I said, these injuries are worst case scenario. Absolute worst case scenario. He don't go down often, Ampadu, does he? This is not good. This is maybe do need Shea Charles after all. Let's have a look at this. I think he gets caught by one of our men, actually. Does he get caught by Longstaff? He's back on his feet. He's holding his ankle. Hopefully he hasn't twisted it out. I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be all right. Just a bit of a sore one, I think, Ethan. Just a bit of a sore one. I like this new signing, Joe. Where he's likely to Fulham, but I don't know why we're looking at another midfielder at the moment. I agree, mate. James looks a bit iffy. I mean, he's won a free kick there. I mean, he is what he is. Dan James is what he is, isn't he? And 25 plus, I'd rather us look in areas we need to outright, 100%. We don't need a midfielder. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I don't think it's priority. I don't think Pro will start the second game. No, you'd expect Nemec to start the second game, wouldn't you? Dan James now down injured again. Let's hope it's not a hamstring injury. It looks like it's going to run off. We are picking up a few knocks here, which is unlike the pre-season you'd expect. I was hoping Leeds would snatch Crescencio Somerville after West Ham relegation, but Saudi money is too much. And that fee was ridiculous. He's on 300 grand a week is Somerville in Saudi. 300 grand a week. And over there, of course, it's tax-free as well. Anyway, we've got a free kick here. Longstaff whips it in. Not a bad one. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, not a bad header. Straight down keeper's throat. We need a striker, 10, winger, left back, and a keeper. We need a striker, 10, winger, left back, and a keeper. I mean, ideally, yeah, but I don't think we'll do a 10 and I think we might get a striker and a winger, mate. I don't think we'll get a number 10 as well. I think we'll see the winger as the 10 in a roundabout way. Nice bit of possession here from Leeds. Bogle, can we find that ball down the line? Harry Wilson, what can he do here? Nice turn, roll it back inside. That's a foul, ref. Oh, ref, come on, have a day off. Amps down, he's back up, mate, now. Alex Cairns is only 33. He can't be. Is Alex Cairns 33? Surely not. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Alex Cairns, he is not for... Alex Cairns is 33. Oh, my God. I thought he was much older than that. I can't believe that. Wilson not having the best of games. He's been all right, mate. He's been all right. It's his first start, though, isn't it? You've got to remember that. James down, he's back up. We've got Longstaff Lol. He's on fire at the moment. He has had a good pre-season. The pre-season Perlo, I've been calling him. Ball over the top for Romelu, overhit, back to the 33-year-old Alex Cairns. Hope Ampadu doesn't get injured. We need a new quarterback, lol. Yeah, we don't want him injured, do we? They must have mistaken Somerville for Leao. He's not worth 300k a week. I know, mate. The fees are ridiculous. I think Al Hilal now have the highest wage bill of anyone in the world. More than Real Madrid. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And they're not exactly good, are they? They're just, naturally, I mean, they're overpaying players to promote the league, aren't they? But, you know. Mbappe. Well, there's a question, is anyone worth 300 grand a week, in fairness? But I think Haaland's on about 500 bags a week in the Prem, isn't he? Back into the centre-backs of Leipzig. Where's Esteve? There we are. I think is this now Esteve? I think it is. Pre-season Zidane. Yeah, he has been. He has been genuinely been really good, but I never thought he was that bad anyway. Good win from Wilson. Right, can we play now quickly? See, that's where Longstaff lets himself down. I've been very much praising him, and we have just called him pre-season Zidane, and then he does that. I think the physical game like this will be good for us and prepare us well for the season ahead. True. Bogle's not happy, saying should have a free kick further up, and now he's giving a free kick to Leipzig. Opportunity for them to put it in the box. Bit of defending for Leeds to do here. Pre-season Zidane, they must have thought he was Mbappe. Lol. Yeah, true. I heard we're apparently looking... in brackets, unsuccessful from rumours as he wants to stay in Spain. The Colombian DM from Betis, but similar, just don't know where he'd fit right now, though about 10 million. I did see that, mate. Yeah, I did see that. What's he called? Dossier or something? Dossier or something like that. Yeah, again, I agree with you. I just don't think it's the priority this summer. And I think, arguably, Longstaff doing really well in pre-seasons kind of proved our guys' points. Like, if Longstaff had dropped a generational stinker in this pre-season, then that probably wouldn't be the case. Ball in, Ampadu clears, terrible clearance, shot goal, Cairns, easy save. But would agree, a back striker, number 2, and a winger. Yeah, look, I think for me right now, I've said 4 more. Striker, but the backup striker, winger, starter, backup left back, backup goalkeeper, definitely, and then ideally a backup centre-back, so 5. Somerville, in my opinion, 70 million and 100k a week at the possible best. I don't even think he's worth 70 million. You know, Somerville, really, in my opinion, he's a 100 grand a week player and worth 40 to 45 million pounds. I think that's probably what he is. Maybe 50 million at a push. I don't think he's 70 million, if I'm honest. But there we are. Long ball. First time we've seen a long ball from them, and you can see why. Rodon just wins the header very easily. Now we've got the ball. DCL scored the goal, mate. Lovely assist from Rodon. No, I'm joking. It was Wilson. Ampadu playing it in to James Justin. James Justin back to Ampadu. Into Justin again. Get it wide. Come on, DJ. Ball down the line. Justin balling across. Again, this is where you want your... this is where you want... James, get in there. This is where you want... a left footer on that side. Dan James, like most wingers, has Walcott syndrome. Runs but dodgy end product. Yeah, Walcott was the generation of that, wasn't he? He was the one that was all over that back in the day for Arsenal. Probably more quality, in fairness. I think Walcott probably a better player in his prime than what's he's called though, than James, if I'm honest. Ball now back to Cairns. Bit of build up for Leeds now. And they're putting a bit of a half-arse press on. Muharemović, bringing it out from the back. Exactly what I want to see from him. Exactly what I want to see. Because that's what Strout did really well. I thought that's what we'd miss out on. Muharemović looks like he's got that ability to bring the ball through the middle of the park, which is good. Helps us build the attack. And then he's showed that long range of pass as well. That is unlucky with that pass. Unlucky with that pass. But again, we're throwing high up. And a left back, Elland Road from West for left back, and just saying money is stupid for players. Some players deserve that much. Yeah, true. Very true, mate. Yeah, Juve, I don't mind as a backup. I don't mind him as a backup. Again, he's going to cost you quite a bit of money. So, hey, up, ball in, Justin down the line here. Lovely ball over the top again. Can we find a cutback now? Shot! Oh, what a miss. Haroldinho Wilson. How's he missed that? He might have been better taking that with his left foot, you know, and just swinging at it and putting it near post. Although the defender had blocked it. He kind of, ball comes down the left-hand side. Justin cuts back on his right foot, as you can imagine. Pass across the goal. Wilson, shot with his right foot, has to score over the bar. literally hits it from the just past the 6, probably 10 yards out over the bar. Maybe should go on his left. He's got to score regardless, so it's a very easy finish that. He should score. He should score, really. How did he miss? No idea. No idea. Wilson should have scored. He should have, mate. He should have. Really good chance, that. Really good chance. Nice to see we're creating chances, though. That pass over the line, that groundbreaking pass over the line, and you're getting your full-backs in, he's always a real positive when you're playing against a back four. If you can overthrow their front and go almost 1-to-1, and you put one of your full-backs forward, it can be a massive beneficiary. Muharemović just looks so classy, I must admit. Still, I won't say there's a fast tempo in the game, though, still. It's still quite a slow tempo. It still does feel very pre-season-y. Ball now into Bogle. And Purdue speeding up a bit now, actually, as I said that. Nice pass through. Wilson, can he get there? Nope. No, he can't. Bit of a press from Leeds here. James filling in. Yeah, he should. He should have scored, to be fair. He should have scored. I don't think it... I would normally say it bounced up on him, but I don't even think it bounced up on him. He should have scored, really. Wilson should have buried that, yeah. Can someone explain how this half thing works? There's two... Well, I think there's two games, mate. I think that's what people are saying. There's two games. You've got the first game, which is 60 minutes, and another game, which is 60 minutes. But we'll find out, imagine, in due course. Scott, is that 2 litres of beer? No, mate. It's 2 litres and 0.25 of beer. No, I'm joking. I hope that James is playing well within his hamstrings. Yeah, true. Well, that's his main issue. I think this is always the case with people like rely on the pace. I remember Gary Neville saying it's about Ryan Giggs, who had an issue with his hamstrings. It is a problem. Dan James is frustrating because he showed he's capable in the Championship. What's missing? Is it consistency or maybe the Prem? It's too difficult. Is it too difficult for his skill set? I think we. Hey up. Wide it now. James Justin's free. Great ball. James Justin. Again, you need a left footer here because he's going to cut on his right foot. He might have a shot here. We need a left back. We need a left back. Yeah, with James, I don't know with him, you know. I just don't think he's got a very high... I don't think he's got particularly high, like, IQ, if I'm honest. That's a terrible pass from James Justin. Yeah, I don't think he's got a particularly high football IQ. And I think, yeah, his decision-making, I don't think is particularly great. And the other thing with him naturally as well is his technical ability is not particularly high. And I think that's kind of one of his issues, to be honest. And that's always going to be a problem for him. But his pace, for getting the same breath, will always be a threat. So, you know... Ball over the top. Alex Cairn should sweep it. There we are. He's done all right, Alex Cairns, actually, to be fair. He has done all right. He's done all right. We need more Leeds Lens watch-alongs. That's what we need. But, I mean, as I said, this has been quite a relaxed watch-along. I must admit, had this been actually a game that matters, I am not like this chill. I really am not. Is James just in both feet? I thought I saw that on the... Not really, mate. He's quite predominantly. Chance here. Wilson, feed him. That is terrible. That really is bad. Trying to feed Dan James. We got sort of one-on-one and a really, really hit pass there from Wilson. Decided the game needed spicing up. So my first G&T. Hope I see the second half of game 2. That was a good chance for Wilson again, you know. As I said, thank God this is still... thank God this is still in pre-season because that was a bit concerning. Elland Road. Let's not bring him back. That's gone out, ref. Yep. Throw into Leeds in the corner. Well done, James Justin. Again, though, I think we showed with that attack, we need that left footer on that left-hand side. Especially when you're playing a back five and you rely naturally on the width of your full-backs. When you're playing with width, you need that left foot on the left-hand side. You need it. You really do. Can we give Linayu a go down this left-hand side? I wonder if we could do that and then take ball now back and put James Justin into the defence again. I'd be interested to see that. Like, I've seen a lot of people saying that Linayu should play that left wing back role when sort of when Goodmanson's not available, but he's showed again that he's not willing to do that and he's going for experience and he's going for James Justin there, which I can see why. But you are naturally restricted without with him playing there. What do you think of the back five? Will it be back five? Will we have to swap the whole team at half-time. I don't know, mate. I'm interested to see what happens at half-time or the next game. Is that a pint of G&T? It better be for that guy, yeah. James isn't a starter at the Premier League level. However, his pace makes him a great option off the bench, especially if we are countering. Exactly, mate. As I said, we were saying this before the game started. If we were playing like if we were playing Liverpool away, it's 1-1 in the 70th minute, and you're looking for someone to follow Kirkes back and forwards and also offer that pacing behind, as they try to push on for the winner. Yeah, I think that's when you'd see a bit of a problem. I think that's where that's when he's useful. Yeah, Juve's got a left back. Yeah, West Ham. Yeah, he's going to cost too much money, mate. He's going to be too much money, and we're not going to spend £20 million on a left back when we've already got Goodmanson who's going to start every week. We'd love to see Scott's reaction to Coventry 5, Leeds 0. To be honest, I'm not particularly. Do you know? I'm not one of the people that gets really angry at the football. Sometimes I do, but very rarely. So if you want like a non-angry match reaction when you don't want to listen to someone rant and rave, you probably get that from me. To be fair. Admittedly, I'm not going to be as... I'm not going to be pleased, goes without saying, but I'm not a big screamer and shouter. It's just not really my personality. So that's what you'll see. If anyone got some spare data, can you... some spare data, can you donate? Data? Oh, you've run out of data, mate. Is that because you're watching on the beach? Right. Again, Leipzig still with 59% possession, but Leeds have had a bit more this second half. I think selling Dan James to a team like Wrexham or Birmingham and getting someone with Premier League quality, that might be good for him and us, or could be a super sub. I see him as a super sub, mate. I just see him as a super sub. As I said, that scenario, 1-1, Liverpool, 70 minutes in, I think that's where it makes a lot of sense. I think that makes a lot of sense. You bring him on, he's got that pacing behind, he can change the game in that regard. I think that's what you're looking for, really, from him. Anyway, really good chance here for Leipzig. Ball coming in from the right-hand side. Winged in. Good, decent ball. Just wide. I think we got a good flick on there. I think one of our lads with some good defending. I think we got a good flick on. All that James does pace and dribble and then cross. Well, that's all you need from him later on in games. He's also quite a good defensive winger, though, as well. Like, as I said, you're playing Kirkes. You know. So we said 20 to go. Now... Another corner defend for Leeds here, or a corner defend for Leeds here. Left-hand side. Left footer, so it's going to be an outswinger. Let's see. Ball comes in. Header. Wide. He did get a nice run on it there, though. Did get a nice run on it there, to be fair. Not a bad header at all. Not a bad header at all. No, bad header, should I say. God. I've been in this for a while, people. Also, there's about 120 of you in the building right now and still only 91 likes. If we get to that 100 likes for the first ever watch long, that will be fantastic. Ball now. Get rid of it, sunshine. There we go. Hold it up, Dom. Didn't need a flick on there, mate. Just chest it down. Chest it down. Back with possession to Leipzig as they build another attack. I don't think we're able to improve on Dan James or Aronson for what we get for them. Neither the Aronson grew on me our Premier League starter quality, but there's worse backups. I completely agree, mate. I also just don't think it's a priority this summer. Like, I think when you're looking at what Leeds United need to do this summer, yes, look, in 5 years' time, will people like Aronson and Dan James playing for us? Hopefully not, if we progress in the way that we're hoping for. But right now, you've got to focus on priorities. I've been big on this all summer, and they're just not a priority to get rid of, them two. They're just not a priority. Like, it's the same with Gruev as a fifth choice backup. It's not a priority. Shea Charles wasn't a priority for that reason. I don't rate James, but Fart doesn't like him and won't give him game time. But I don't think he's that bad. I just think there's better players in front of him. But I wouldn't mind him in a run for the team. True. Right, ball in. Is that going to be a corner? Yeah, another corner to Leipzig. A bit of possession now, and they're starting to turn the screw a bit, Leipzig now. I think James as a super sub when we're winning, but under pressure and defending deep, bringing James and tell him to sit on the halfway line. Exactly. And also, mate, he can help with the defensive work. Like, he actually doesn't even need to sit on the halfway line. He can help with the defensive work. If you're playing against Kirkus on that right-hand side, for example, or you're playing against Nico right on that left-hand side, should I say, you can go back and defend with that and also then show the pacing behind as well to hurt them in transition. So, yeah, for that sort of system, I think it can work really well. Another corner here for Leipzig. Another bit of defending for Leeds United to do here. Ball in. Nah, terrible front post man. Another chance to whip it in, back in, and another corner to Leipzig. They're starting to get a bit of possession here, a bit of possession higher up, and starting to create a few little moments here. Aronson and James on a subs chasing the game would be a nightmare for a tiny opponent. Exactly, mate. That's the exact scenario for it. And also, Aronson's very good at sort of harrying defenders as well. So if they're trying to build up from the back naturally late on in a game, when you bring an Aronson on, that he can sort of break that up naturally. We know he's got a really, really good engine and can run for England or for America for his sake. So for stuff like that, it could be really effective. Ball in again. Another poor delivery from Leipzig. Another foul delivery. Headed away at the front post by James Justin. I think he's not a bad right wing back for Bogle if Bogle comes off. Who scored? Nobody at the moment. Bakayoko, ball in. As I said, they are starting to turn the screw a bit here. I think that's another corner for Leipzig. Or is it a throw-in? Might be a throw-in. Yeah, it's a throw. Still, though, they're showing it more than they did in the first half, Leipzig. More than in the first half. I think they've shown a bit of quality on the ball, Leipzig, but I don't think they've been that impressive, to be honest. Bogle heads away. Ball down the line. Crossed in. Can we get it clear? Clear it. Ball now heads it offside, I think. Or pushing the back. Ball now pushing the back and free kick to Leeds. Why does it say 1-0 to Leeds? Because Leeds were the one that scored, mate. And Leipzig haven't. Craig Paulson demanding. Game's a bit scrappy now. Need another goal to calm things down. I think he's pretty calm anyway, mate, if I'm honest. It's not like a really, really intense game anyway. That's not the way it's been played, if I'm honest. But yeah, I mean, another goal would be nice for sure. Cairns with the big boot up. Calvert-Lewin, can we get underneath that? No, they've won it straight back again. Quite a bit of possession for them in the last sort of 5 minutes. They've kind of started to turn the screw a bit, Leipzig here. Only 3 minutes left though, or 2 minutes left now. Let's just get to full time in this first game and win it. I'm going to the Augsburg game. What's your plan for that one? I haven't decided yet, mate. I haven't decided. Aronson and James give 110% effort, which I fully appreciate. But yeah, not replacing them. Nonto to probably a bit more quality. But he might be who leaves, especially if we get a starter on the left. Dominic Calvert-Lewin holds the ball up. Free kick to Leeds. A minute and a half left now, hopefully to get to the end of the first bit of pre-season. And Crew beating Accrington, if anyone cares. Jack Lancashire's just scored. Muharemović. Lovely ball from Muharemović. Great ball. Justin. Oh, poor pass from Justin. Lovely line-breaking pass from Muharemović, though, to get us out. But then, yeah, really poor decision-making from James Justin to give it away there. Leipzig with the ball down left-hand side. And it should be easily cleared. Longstaff's made a mess of it. Longstaff, that's a big mistake. Leipzig still on the edge of our penalty area, cleared away. Ampadu clears it up. 40-second left of this first game now. Of this mammoth stream. Come on, the boys. Like a Shabu. I did actually watch Yorkshire Lancashire this year. I've watched both games, actually. We won at home and we lost quite comfortably away. Got quite a bit of abuse at the away game as well. We didn't like we were Leeds fans. And we did make it very well known. Don't you worry. Bosh. Bit of build-up again from Leipzig. They've been pretty decent, actually, Leipzig, for the last 5 minutes. I still don't feel massively worried, but I think that's because there's not much jeopardy in the game because it is pre-season. But I don't feel massively worried. We'll say, despite what's happening, hopefully it ends as our 3. All the pressure, and particularly being a friendly, this feels comfortable. It does. It does. I think part of it is that it feels a friendly, mate. As a friendly, I'm ignoring the score. Who do you think tastes the most from Game 2? I'm going on as even. I don't know. That is the first half or the first game done. Leeds United are 1-0 up. Half time now, everybody. Half time indeed. Is my camera going to fall? Looks like it. They're shaking hands as if that's done, but I don't know if... I think... We don't really know, do we? We're going to find out, I think. All right, let's stop the clock. Stop the clock. Bang. Leeds 1, Leipzig 0. Right, got to go with the family. Enjoy the family, mate. Poor second 30 minutes from us, to be fair. Nobody above a 6 out of 10. I really did not like the new kit, but it's grown me. Yeah, me too, mate. And yeah, I think probably the first half was better. The first half of the first half was better than the second half. Have they not won 2-0? No, they've won 1-0 so far. But yeah, I think the first half was better than the second half. I think in the second half, they started to turn the screw a bit more, had a few more corners, won a few free kicks. And a lot of it was just defending for Leeds, and we didn't really show. I think at the start of the next 30, we showed a bit of transitional threat, but we didn't. Yeah, a few poor passes. Wilson missed a really good chance as well. But yeah, I think that is probably the story of where we're at the moment, really. But yeah, still not an awful showing from Leeds. Not an awful showing. 1-0 says, I think it is indeed 1-0, mate. Is indeed. Bornau's had a great game. I'd hold on to him. Yeah, I think with Bornau, I've said a few times, mate. There's a few options with Bornau, and I think for me personally, the option I would select is, unless he desperately wants to leave or we get ridiculous money for him, I think you just keep him at the football club, don't you? I think that's probably the easiest thing to do. Also, we're well over my longest ever stream now, and your boy's feeling it. Feeling it. We've got a bit to go though, yeah. Time for a brew, says Rhino. What brew is it, mate? What brew is it? By the way, apologies, says Leeds United match reaction. Apologies about that, but it is what it is. Look at all the pale folk looking to get out the sun. What's the crowd been like? I obviously haven't been able to watch with sound, so has it looked loud? Wilson unlucky not to open his account. Worried when Bogle and Ampadu went down. Rodon looking good on the wing. Yeah, look, I think Wilson had. I think Wilson in that second half, obviously in the first half, produced that moment for Dominic Calvert-Lewin was fantastic. I think in the second half, he's got to score there. He has to score. It's a decent cutback from Wilson. He tries to open his body, obviously, if he's feet into the far corner, and he just gets it wrong, doesn't he? Fundamentally, he just gets it wrong and fires it over the bar. But he should score. I think we could whip it with his left foot, maybe into that near post, but maybe it'd have been blocked. So yeah, that was pretty poor. He also had a moment when he could have played in James, and he overhit the pass as well. I'm not too worried, though, about Wilson. I'm not too worried. I think his quality will speak for himself. I watch him, and you can tell he's got that level of class there, in my opinion. So I think he'll be absolutely fine, to be honest. I think he'll be absolutely fine. New kit is horrible. Lol, they should have done it like the yellow one. Same badges and logos. Playing with white, they'd lose sales this year. I think people will buy it, but you're right. I mean, the away shirt, a lot more people will buy. A lot more people will buy that away shirt. I mean, you can see people in the crowd now with the away shirt on. Only coffee, fair enough. Friendly, but again, looked comfortable under pressure defending. RB never really looked like scoring. I'll take that. Would have liked to 4-0. Lol. We could have had more and didn't look bad. Yeah, I agree with you, mate. I agree with you, strategy master. I agree. I think it's also nice sometimes to see the other part of the game, innit? Like, we want to see Leeds United scoring, free-flowing in attack, of course we do. But you also want to see Leeds United defending. How can we cope with a lot of pressure on us? And I thought in that second half, we coped with it really well. They still never really looked like scoring a goal. I still don't think for all the corners and set pieces they had a really good chance to score a goal as well, Leipzig. So it's been a decent showing from Leeds. As I said, Leipzig are a half-decent team. I know they've got a few players missing. I get that. But where did Leipzig finish last year? I'm sure they finished quite high up in the Bundesliga. Let's have a look. Leipzig finished third last year in the Bundesliga. This is not a bad showing from Leeds at all. It's not a bad showing. If it's 2 games, the score should go back to 0-0. Yeah, we'll see. I'll see. If it goes back to 0-0 on LUTV, mate, then I'll turn it back to 0-0 on this. If not, obviously, we'll keep it at 1-0. As well as just in played, it showed why we need a left-footed. There's a couple of times when the extra split second to take it takes either use his weaker foot or switch it to his right, and it's cost us. I completely agree with you, mate. There was one time actually in that. There was one time in that second half of the first half, it seems mad saying that, but you know what I mean, where the ball goes out to him. I think Longstaff played him a really nice pass, and he holds on to it too long. He dives inside, I think, to take a shot, and then tries to play the overlap. It just didn't really work. So as I said, you've got to have that left footer, especially when you're playing a 5 at the back and the width is coming from your wide men. They've got to provide. It's even more important than the back 4, in my opinion. If you're playing back 4, it's important. Playing a back 5, it's so vital that you have a left footer on that side. I know he scored in that Everton game, and I know there was a lot of people talking about the Everton game, going, "Well, he scored in the Everton game, Scott, so he can produce going forward." He can. I get that, but realistically, he's not someone that can do he's not someone there long term that can work. I think it's not as bad actually for Justin when we're playing again in a game where we're not going to have a lot of the ball and when we sat in and all he's got to do in that left wing back is defend. I think you really notice that other side of the game going forward when we're going forward. I think that's when you really notice him. On a boat near Ironapper, Leeds winning, life is good. 100% Sean Dash. Or not Sean Dash. Bornau played well in the match. Wilson should have scored, but grew into the game. Yeah, I thought so. I thought he started. Actually, I don't agree with that. I thought he was better probably in the first 30 minutes than the second 30 minutes. Thought he made a few errors, but as I said, I stick back to this. I'm not particularly worried about Harry Wilson at all. I think he'll be absolutely fine. I think the quality is quite clear there. I was expecting to see a bit more. I think the players I went to watching this game were more the fringe players, the likes of Longstaffs and James of the world. Can they produce? I still think with James, you're still seeing. Steve will not agree with me. Steve will not agree. But I still think with Dan James, you're seeing that failure in the final third to really come up with big moments. Like he had that shot in the first half, gets it wrong side of the post. Or was it in the second 30, right side of the post? Few wrong decision making. Look, his pace, his endeavour, his guile, he's all the stuff you like in a footballer, but I don't know if he's got that end product for a Premier League footballer. But as I said, in this system, hopefully we'll bring in a Pajau. You've got Okafor there as well to come back in the team. We have got the quality. James is hopefully going to be the third choice winger. Obviously, Nonto maybe plays in this next 60 minutes as well, so see how he gets on. But yeah, not an awful show from James. He's always busy, but not brilliant. I'm just watching that goal back from Wilson. Lovely pass across from Wilson. Really is. Hopefully see a lot more of that. Who starts as keeper in game 2? Trafford can't be in. It's still mandatory vacation till tomorrow. Perry won. So does Cairns get both? Potentially, mate. I mean, I'd be interested to see this. Is it Mahadi, the young lad? Maybe give him a go. I don't know. I don't think he will. I think he'll play with Alex Cairns, if I'm honest. I was at the Brentford game last season and Justin was not good at left back. The game stalled every time he got the ball. Definitely round peg in a square ball. Exactly, mate. Exactly. It does feel like that. It just feels forced. It feels like he's got to force himself inside, and it just doesn't really work. As I said, it's fine when defensively, and Justin's better part of his game is the defensive side of it anyway. But it just doesn't work going forward. It don't give you that sort of the sort of width on the left hand side at all. It makes us much more a narrow team, which I don't really want. Not sure Wilson knows where to be yet. Definitely need another attacking player. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I think that I was saying this the whole time. I think we do need that extra body going forward, don't we? Dom, I think, looks good. I think he still looks really sharp. Scored again, which I think is important. I think it's important more than anyone that he scores goals. I was really impressed. Obviously, he got that brace against Liverpool. I thought that was important. Get him straight in and straight scoring goals is really important. I know it's only pre-season, but for strikers, it'll be massive in every single game to score a goal. So Calvert-Lewin will be happy with that, and I think that's a really positive thing for Leeds. But yeah, that pass for the goal was Rodon. Went rolling down the wing. Alex Cairns will be getting an appearance bonus at this rate. I know, mate. I know. Crazy, innit? Crazy. He's done all right, though, Alex Cairns, actually. He's done okay. I mean, truthfully, I haven't been tested. They've had a few very, very weak shots in, but we haven't been that tested. I don't think we've massively done a lot of pressing. Like, if you go into the Premier League with Alex Cairns in goal, thankfully we're not going to, because it'll be obviously Trafford, and it looks like we're going to bring somebody else in, if it's Orlando Gill or whoever it is. But I do think with him, with Cairns, if you go into a season with him, people are going to press the living daylight out of you defensively, and they're going to turn the ball over consistently, because Cairns he just isn't good enough, really. Bornau's been fine as well. A few people talk about Bornau. Yeah, he's been okay. I still don't think he's really the answer, but as I said, he's one of them players where he's a backup. He'll stay being a backup, and that will be fine. Wilson might need game time. We need to give him time with players coming into the new system. Could even see him start the season on the bench and not in 11, which is fine. I think he'll definitely start in the first game, mate. I think he'll definitely start in the first game. I think, as I said, I'm not remotely worried about Wilson, actually, at all. Yes, in his game time, it's a different system. And he was playing in a back four with Fulham. This is obviously a back five now. Different in the way you press, different in the movements. All that are very different in a sort of in a back five in comparison to a back four. So there's a lot of differences naturally, but I think he'll be fine. Is Esteve that played for Burnley, Scotty? What he is, mate? Yeah, he is. Our new 6'4" winger is decent. Was it actually? Am I getting this wrong? I swear it was Wilson. Was it? Anyway, Roden even 6'4". It was Roden on the wing for the goal. Yeah, yeah. Who was interviewing here? I don't even recognise him. Who was that? "15-minute break at half time as well. Collect our thoughts, all that good stuff. So who are we seeing in the next 60 then? I think you're talking Wilfred Gnonto I'd like to see. I want to see a bit of a Rocco. I think he's the one of all the players I want to see. Numechi you'd expect to see in the second half. Gruev. No, Gruev won't be playing, you idiots. He's still injured. Who else have we got? Let's have a look at the bench. Who are we looking at bringing on then? Lenayu, I think, be interesting. Biol might be nice as well. Cresswell could get a game. Stack, of course. Tanaka. Yeah, there's loads in there. Callum Mills as well. He's looked pretty decent in pre-season so far. Pretty decent. I'm day here being a couple hypocrite, telling myself that this would be fine watching this for full season, knowing full well it'd become a typical moaning Leeds United fan wanting more. I'm not, as I said, I'm not a huge moaner, actually, as it comes. I'm not a huge moaner. This ref is a joke. How was the first goal ruled out? And how was the Leipzig manager allowed to stop the ball when it was clearly in play? I know, mate, it's Craig Paulson. He's terrible. He's an absolutely awful official. Absolutely awful. At least it's only pre-season, mate. At least it's only pre-season. Okafor not in the team. He's not in this team, but I'm sure he's in there. I'm sure he's travelled to the game today. Am I wrong on that? I'm sure he's there. I hope to see the young left back more than anyone else, plus Gnonto. Yeah, I'm interested to see if he does play and we're sticking this 5-back system, which I hope we see Lenayu play really well, because I would like to see the balance of Lenayu playing if that's the case. Longstaff looks class once again, doing the dirty work. Yeah, he made that really good tackle in the first half, didn't he? It stopped quite a promising attack. Pre-season Perlo, mate, he is. Pre-season Perlo. Pre-season Perlo. Man of the match so far, then. I'm just thinking, who's been man of the match so far? I think Bornau's had a good game, hasn't he? I think Bornau's had a really good game. Muharemović has been pretty good as well. Rodon has been good as well. But it's got to be Alex Cairns. No, I'm joking. Don't know, there's a few contenders. I think, to be fair, what's going to be nice to see is a lot of the players that will be starting in this in the season going forward. James won't be a starter. I think for a lot of people who will be starting, they've played relatively well so far, which is good. Good news, that. Good news. Exclusive. We have some different news. Nottingham Forest set to sign Ousmane Diomande from Sporting. That's a really good signing, by the way. Deal finalised and covered centre-back, 40 million euros. Ivory Coast international expected. Let's have a look. Ivory Coast international expected to travel tonight and do a medical before joining Nottingham Forest on a 5-year contract. Wow. Good signing that for us. They're going to be a good side for us, you know. Really good team. I think they'll be in a really good space. Alex Cairns, man of the match. 100%, mate. 100%. What a boy, eh? What a boy. But yeah, Forest are going to be strong. There's going to be a lot of strong teams. There always is. This is the Premier League. It's ridiculous. Longstaff looks good, but he's competing against Ampadu and Stack. Puts pressure on Tanaka. Man of the match, Ampadu or Rodon. Yeah, I think they've been decent. I think Ampadu's just the thing is with Ampadu, he's one of them where he just constantly churns out half decent or top notch performances constantly. So you almost don't notice him anymore. It's just like expected that that's how good he's going to be. But yeah, he's top. He is top. What a player! What a player! What a player indeed. Dun, 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 dun. Nice that this game's free as well, isn't it? Nice that this game's free. My room, I must admit, is getting a bit warm. This as well, by the way, is now, I mean, not that you care, but this is now my longest stream comfortably. How long have we been going for now? We started, what time did we start? We started at 1:30, and it's now 3:30. Blooming heck. Grind, commitment, work ethic, everything you want in a footballer, you've got on the Leeds Lens, people. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I wonder what Stewie boy's staying here. Really, it was such a shame on about Stuart Dallas. Such a shame. Career cut short. I'm glad he seems to have took it on the chin though, and he's obviously Leeds United giving work in the media and stuff like that, which is really nice to see. And he's done a bit of work for Sky Sports as well. But I remember when he got that tackle on it was obviously against Man City, wasn't it? I never thought he didn't look that bad. One of them that didn't look that bad in the moment, but obviously horrific. Wilson looks a little lost at the minute. Just needs more time, I reckon. Yeah, you got to remember this is his first start for the football club. It's always going to be a bit like that, isn't it? Naturally, always going to be a bit like that. Thank you for the stream. Wishing you well. Time for my actual day to start. Have a good day from Florida. Nice to see you in the chat, mate. Have a good day to yourself too. Enjoy the Florida sun, which I expect it to be at this moment in time. Looks like we're nearly ready to go again, people. Here we go. I won't change the team, people, because Brendan Aronson looks like he's come on. A few others look like they've come on as well. Let's get ready for the timer. Now, question is it going to be from 60 or is it going to be from none? Do we know? What's it going to be, this? Is it going to be a new... Surely they're not going to start a new game. Surely. Be-all's on. Get in. Team's all changed. Yeah. Wilson starting the second half, apparently. Looks like you've got Ayo Tanaka's there, Be-all's there, Wilson's there. I don't know if Wilson is there, actually. I think they're going to play on from 60, you know. I think it's going to be a 120-minute game. James Justin's still playing. Be-all is come on, though. Nice to see Be-all for the first time in pre-season. Massive, actually. Is it going to be a new game, though? Is it going to be a new game? That's the question. That is going to be the question. I have no idea. I'd start on 60, Scott, probably. Yeah, I think I'm going to start on 60. Brendan Aronson taking the kick-off. Let's see if hopes he have another positive performance. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, kick it, lad. Blooming heck. 3. Nope. A massive shift in teams, though. Massive shift in teams, people. Aronson, Tanaka, loads are on. All the new boys are on. Be-all the captain. I did see that, yeah. Be-all the captain. 0-0. Is it a new game? Oh, fuck. Well, let's try this. Let's try this. Shit, it's a new game. Bloody hell. Oh, dear. Bloody fuck. Shit. Well, we're going to have to play from 60, people, I'm afraid. New game. But we're going to have to play from 60. I could change it, but I'm going to be behind that. That's the issue. I better change it. Oh, bugger. Absolutely bugger. Don't know how to fix this, people. We're gonna have to go from. We're gonna have to be. That is not the right clock. I'm actually on 39. I don't know how to make it further. There's nothing I can do. Shit on it. Blooming heck. Oh well. Timer's about 30 seconds behind, people. Apologies for that. I will have to roll with it. I can't change it, unfortunately. Fart needs to give Perot a Bamford treatment. Yeah, I think you're right. Chance down the line. Ball in. Cut back. Oh. Wilson starting the second half, apparently. I'll look out for him. I'll reveal the full team in a minute. It's all right, Scottish Late Rule. Yeah, I'm sorry, people. It's going to have to be... It is what it is. Right, the second half team, people. Cairns, Bogle, Justin, Lanayu, Muharemović, Be-all, Tanaka, Aronson, Stack, Wilson, Nemecha. So Wilson's still playing. Muharemović still playing. Justin still playing. Bogle and Cairns all still playing. Muharemović looks good. Good pass on him and getting into them tackles. Exactly, mate. Team's all changed. Yeah, pretty much, mate. Pretty much. Jewelry, Aronson, Ayo. At least for the second half of the first half, we're going to have... The timer's going to be fine, which is good. 3 at the back. Will that change now? I will tell you in a sec, mate. Looks like we're still in a... No, looks like we're still... Let's think. You've got Justin. Could be playing centre-back. Probably is. Yeah, Justin will be playing centre-back. Lenayu. Yeah, it's 3 at the back still. 3 at the back still, people. Don't you worry about that. Why is it delayed? I'll start on 60. Yeah. I'm blaming Lee. I'm blaming Lee. BL is the captain. He was, mate. It's all right, Scotch Lake Rule. Don't worry about it, pal. All good. Thank you, lads. Thank you. Suppose it's not the end of the world. At least you know we're in a new game. But I'm actually on 2 minutes. If you want to sync it up, people. I know a lot of you do. I'm on 2 minutes, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. There. There we go. Away we go. Away we go again. Now, I think this is going to be interesting with these lads because there's a bit more to prove with these lot. A bit more to prove. The restarted players will be starting. Starters again. The rest of the players will be starting against Forest. Don't know though, mate, because you'd expect Bogle starts, wouldn't you? You'd expect Bogle starts. I told you it was game 1. They gave away when they started swapping shirts. Just kidding. Yeah, my fault, mate. My fault. Tarik BL Road on. Trafford, outstanding defence, definitely, mate. Leeds says, lol, I'll take the blame, Scott, my brother, lol. Yeah, Theo, cheers, mate, cheers, mate. Is it the 46th minute? No, it's currently, it's currently the 3rd minute. 3rd minute, it's 3 minutes 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's how it is. That's how it is. Lemon and lime Bosch. Ring of Fire, where's that come from? Bit of old American songs. Is Okafor on the bench? I don't know. I thought we were going to see a bit of Noah, but I don't know if we are. Don't know if we are. This is the weirdest preseason game, by the way, ever. Let's have a look. No. Okafor not at all in the team. You're 40 seconds behind. I'll be fine. We'll be fine, mate. We'll be fine. We'll roll with it. We will roll with it, won't we, Gary? Ball across. I tell you who needs a good game here, by the way. Ayo Tanaka. Johnny Cash, it was, mate. I tell you who needs a good game, though, here. Tanaka needs to have a good game. It's a nice pass from Tanaka. Into Nemecha. Can we win a foul? No, he's lost it. Have we got a foul? We'll take a throw. We'll take a throw. But Tanaka, for his own sake, needs a good game here for confidence. Needs a good game. I'm looking forward to see who we sign next, Scott. Hopefully it's a striker. Yeah, or as I said, one more statement sign, I think, mate, and then a few others. And then a few backups is what we're looking at now. One more statement signing, probably going to be a winger. And then you're looking at probably a striker, backup, probably a goalkeeping backup, left wing backup, a few backups to do. But one more statement, I think you're looking at. So, yeah, as I said, Nemecha, Aronson, Wilson, Stack, Tanaka, Bogle, James Justin back in the centre-back role, which I think he's better at. But, yeah, a few things I'm interested here with. I think we need to look out for here. How does Tanaka get on? Let's hope he has a really good game. Aronson, can he keep his form going? I'm really interested to see how Lenayu gets on at left wing back. That's going to be really interesting to me because if he does really well here, could he be an option for Leeds United going forward at that left wing back position? Don't think Justin did fantastic. Update the Leeds United 11 timeout and sort it out, pal. I'm not doing that, mate, I'm afraid. I'm not doing that, I'm afraid. I could do, but it's a bit of a pain in the arse for me, mate, if I'm honest. I don't know if this will affect you guys seeing. Why did it say we were 1-0 up but now 0-0 when I just checked a while ago? Basically what's happened, mate, is it's a new game. We're playing 2 games of 60 minutes here, so that's why. Cairns is the same. Road don't have to be changed to Justin. It's going to be a bit of work, is this, people? How big of a deal? How hard is this going to be? I can try do it. Justin playing here. What number is Justin? He's number 3. Bum, ba, dum, bum, bum, is Bornhouse, who's playing? Be all. At least the whole team's not changed. What I will not do is, I'm got to be honest, people. If subs come on, you'll have to suck it up. You'll have to suck it up. Just imagine if this is a secret trial by the FA, 75 games a season. Great value for money for the fans. True, mate. True. True. Very, very, very true. BL, what number's BL again? I'm terrible with numbers, people. BL's number 15. No. You're lucky I'm doing this for you, Ian. This is I'm working like a dog for you here, mate. Respect the hustle. Lenayu, we're not actually that far off doing this. It's not that big a deal, to be fair. Lenayu, number 65, Lenayu. At least he's not 65 years old. That would be a problem. That would indeed be a problem. Don't think he'd be playing in professional football at 65, would he now? Nope, there. Longstaff, you're no longer playing. I bet everyone isn't on their phones will not be able to see a thing. Is it a problem for you guys? Can you hardly see any of this? If it's creating an issue for you guys, then I thought it was going to be all fine. I hope it is. Then we've got Tanaka. As I said, one of them that definitely needs a good game. A really good game is required. You're making me lose viewers here, mate. But, you know, I'm nearly there now. 22. Ampadu is no longer. I bet everyone who's on their phones will be at... does anyone know what channel Leeds are on? They're just... You don't even need to go on the Fire Stick. They're just on... It's just on literally normal... If you go on Leipzig on YouTube, mate, on LUTV, it's there. It's all free. All free. Are there any players on the bench that did not play in the first game? No, I don't... well, there's the likes of Mills, etc., mate, they're on, yeah. Stack. Just got you me as well watching the box. I think that's what a lot of people do, mate, to be fair. I think that's what a lot do. Stack is... we're nearly there. This is... I've decided I shouldn't have tried to do this, but we're here now, so we will complete the mission for big old Ian. But this is... Yeah. If I ever do a live like this again, that will not happen. But Ian's my boy, so it's fine. Aronson. I've also missed out game watching doing this, but oh well. Game's the game. Aronson, number 11. Final one. Yeah, that means I'll have to leave you live, lol. I want it on the Fire Stick. You can watch. Go on YouTube on your. Have you got a smart TV, mate? You could watch it through that. That might be the play. And finally, Nemecha. There we go. Boom. Boom indeed. It's on channel. If you've got a Samsung TV, apparently it's on channel 4614. I'm at the game right now and it's boring. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Nemecha number 14. Right, we're back, people. We're back. We're back in business. We're back in bloody business. There we go. There we go, indeed. Bosh. Right, let's get back on it. Let's get back on it. Right. I'm at the game at the moment. It's boring. Yeah, it's not particularly the world's greatest watch in the world, if we're being honest, mate, in fairness. But there we are. I'll try that, Scott. There we are. If Willie not pro start, I think there are being sold. What do you reckon? Yeah, it's a good point, actually, mate. It's a very, very good point. I think you might have something in that, to be fair. I actually think there's probably a good shout at that. I've always said, if you get another winger in, it same applies for pro. I think with pro and non-pro, if you get a player in that position, so if you get a striker in Pero's sake, or you get another winger in Nonto's sake, I think we do need to go in the market and go get someone. I think there's no doubt about it. Well, I think then we do need to sell them on, because realistically, Nonto started 5 games last year. Pero started, what, 2? Oh, but chance of Bogle on the side there. But yeah, we definitely need. It's all good. I'll just stay here and listen to you, bruv. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Chance, Aronson, Chance. Oh, what is terrible. That is really terrible. Chance down the right hand. He got in down the right hand side. Option. He looked like he got caught in 2 minds. He was going to go far corner, and I think he ended up trying to go far corner, but completely miscued it and ended up going out for a goal kick on the far side. Shame, really. Aronson gets down the line. Chance. Poor finish in the end. Poor finish. I don't think that's the world of his chance. He has got the centre back coming in there, but it's for a player in the Premier League, starting every week in the Premier League, which hopefully for our sake he isn't, but that he does need to be better with that finish there. He should be finishing that, really. Should be finishing that. Plank, indeed. Has to score that, Aronson. Yeah, it's a good chance. It's a really good chance. I'll try to find it on the TV, like you said, on the PlayStation. Go on the PlayStation, mate, and go on YouTube on the PlayStation. That could be the play. Got to score. I know, mate. It's a good chance, that. A good chance. And he just drags it, doesn't he? I think he's caught in 2 minds, because I think you can see Nemecha making the leap at the far post. And I think he looks at him thinking, am I going to square it? I'm going to shoot. And he gets caught in 2 minds and ends up doing neither. Not the best side of him, to be fair. Throw in anyway to Leipzig. Ball comes back into play. And we've got a... Is that a foul throw? Have it. Get in. Cheers, Rob. Come on, Lenayu. Let's have a bit of a moment from you, sweetheart, shall we? Yeah, man, PlayStation it is lol. There we are, mate. There we are. We found a solution for you finally. Throw into Leeds. As I said, for anyone that is watching, the clock is slightly wrong. We're actually at 13 minutes 46, 30 minutes 47. We just thought it was going to be playing up in the 60 minutes, but we're not. We're starting a brand new game, which is currently 0-0. Lenayu, come on now. Let's find a pass, mate. Nice bit of run. Want to throw in. That's all right. That is okay. Imagine if we can go the whole an hour and 20 without conceding a goal. I was expecting more goals, I must admit. We've seen 1 goal so far in 75 minutes. It's not been the most entertaining game in the world to watch. I'm trying to bring the energy a bit now. I'm getting a bit of a second wind for the all, but not the world's greatest watch. Another throw into Leeds. I think we'll see some change as well in the hydration break. Harry Wilson actually coming off now. It looks like I've got another Yorkshire word for you, Scott, instead of sweetheart. Sunshine. It's a cracker, mate. It's a cracker. Sweetheart's my word, though. I feel like I've got an infinity to sweetheart, mate. Nice little bit of sub. Wilson coming off. Who have we got here? Mills is coming on. Now, Mills has actually had a really good pre-season, in my opinion, so far. Really positive pre-season. Looks like one of them, if they are going to break through, maybe Callum Mills can be one. Obviously, of course, Danny Mills' son. Really been tidy on the ball. So let's see how he gets on. Let's see how he indeed gets on. Back to a bit more Leipzig possession. Mills on, indeed, mate. He's as I said, I think he's been pretty decent actually in pre-season so far, Mills. I think he's probably of all the under 21s coming through, he's probably been the best. I think Lenayu looks very good athletically, but is he good enough to be is he good enough like technically to be able to play in, I'm not so sure. But I think first of all, you've got to get over the physical battle, and I think Lenayu's got that. He's got a bit of presence by him. He's got a decently sized build as well. So yeah. Mills rather than none. So this is where it's interesting though, mate, innit? Because I think we are learning a bit here, actually. I do think we are learning a lot, actually, because we are learning, I think, potentially here that... Is this a situation to say that Pajau's close and that Nonto is on his way out? Maybe. Quite possibly, actually. Bogle slipped in to Nemecha. Can he get a shot off? He can. It's blocked. Back to him again. Tries to feed it through. Still got it. Back again. Ball in. Chance. Header. Lenayu. No, not quite for him. Ball comes back up to the halfway line. Win it. Oh, LUTV's gone down. Blummy neck. Cheers, LUTV. Let's try Leipzig, eh? Let's try Leipzig. 21k watching the Leipzig stream. Yeah, we're switching over to our German partners, Leipzig. Let's see what they've got to do. Ball up. Hold it up, Nemecha. That's much better, mate. Oh, no, not quite for him off. But right idea, right idea. We need that for a lot from Nemecha. We need that a lot more from Nemecha, in my opinion. I think a lot of the times with Nemecha, when you see what DCL's really good at in terms of holding that ball up, bringing players into play, fantastic. He's brilliant at that, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I do think, although Nemecha is physically there, I don't think he's got the capability to hold the ball up sometimes and lay it off properly. That was another example. He should have chested that down, brought others into play, didn't do that. And I think that's kind of where you're missing him slightly. LUTV's back. Should we move back? Should we move back to our? I've exited off now, mate. We have to stick with Leipzig. I'll have to stick with Leipzig. Alex Cairns on the ball again, finding the fullback. What time are you on now then? I'm on 18, 09, 10, 11, 12, 18 minutes, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There you are. As I said, we won't have this issue in the second half. Lenayu, oh, he's got to find that pass. He's got to find that pass. Unlucky. Unlucky, boys. Unlucky. Goes that same, but surprisingly enough, I'm not going to go in. Aronson, chance to shoot. Shoots. Blocked. Corner. Corner Leeds. Corner Leeds. Bit more tempo in the game now. Nice. Bit more tempo in the game now. Who was taken over at Graham Smith at the YEP? Carl Newble. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, actually. I know he works there. Not sure. It's interesting how Graham actually gets on with that new job, isn't it? Really interested. This has turned into the ultimate friendly. Just watch the tempo and attitude changes when the season starts. Exactly, mate. This has felt almost the most preseason game of all of them. Although we have got a corner now. We have got a corner. Stack on the corner. Stack on the corner. Whips it in. Ball in. Header. No, head out of them. Falls back to Aronson. Poor shot. Back out to Mills, I think that was. Not the best moment either. Nemecha, fitting very scrappy. Aronson picks it up, drives down, chance to square it, chance. Oh, God. Not quite, not quite. Can win the ball back. Got it back. Great turn. And James Justin gives away a free kick. They've gone long quickly. It has sped up a bit now. They've gone quickly. Bit of defending for BL to do. Chance here for Leipzig, actually. Down the left-hand side. Going down. Cuts it back. Tanaka sweeps it up. You're 25 seconds behind my stream on YouTube. Sorry, lads. Sorry. 20 seconds on... Only 20 seconds behind on YouTube now. There we are. Is that better than LUTV? I think, presume it's about the same, but I don't know. I can go back to LUTV second half if people want that. Lenayu now on the left-hand side. Nice little pass. Oh, great turn. Go. That's a foul, ref. Do we have any gems in these academy lads? Hopefully, Lenayu is the next Danny Rose. Would be nice, wouldn't it, mate? Would be nice. Stack. He's giving away a free kick, I think, that. Nope, they've not given a free kick. Aronson on the ball, middle of the park. Go to Bogle. Bogle. Shoot or cross. That is poor. Shoots over the bar. Poor. Better by 20 seconds behind YouTube. There we are, then. We'll stick with YouTube. Stick with YouTube. Aronson, nice the way it passes into their Bogle. It's a bouncing ball, which makes it tricky, but it's a poor effort from Bogle. Poor effort. Bogle still with his long sleeves on. BL wins it back. Straight to them, though. Tanaka pressing. A bit of Nemecha press as well. I do think we've seen a bit more energy this half, actually. I do think we've seen a bit more energy, a bit more action. That second half of the last half was last game was pretty boring. This is a bit better. They've gone long into their number 9, held the ball up nicely. BL goes rash in there, but it didn't win it. Better by 20 seconds than LUTV. Oh, that's good then. Hi all, hope you're all well. Nice to see you in the chat, Yorkshire Peacocks, mate. Nice to see you in the chat, bro. Hope you're doing well. Leipzig with the ball at the back. God, it is making me this. I felt a bit more this half. I feel a bit like the season is going to be class, isn't it? 22nd first game against Forest. We might even do a watch long. If I get in the feel, I've enjoyed it today. It's more relaxed, but I feel full of energy now. Actually, I've had an over 2-hour burst. That's offside, ref. Good call, ref. Good call. Doing good, buddy. Thank you, mate. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. First go at this, so you know, we've been doing streams for a good about a year now, but that's how long the channel's been going. But yeah, first ever watch along. Alex Cairns into Beal. Can we see a bit of nice distribution for Beal? Come on, mate. We have got paid watching here. Not paid watching this in terms of in the ground, of course. Do you know if Nonto's available? I don't know, Ian, actually. I'm not sure, mate. Not sure at all. Not sure. I think he's on the bench, mate, but I'll check. I was 90% sure you're on the bench, but let's have a look for me, mate. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Nonto is on the bench, yeah. Nonto's on the bench, but interestingly, he's gone for Mills ahead of him. You would think, wouldn't you, that Nonto is probably in a position now where he might be getting moved on. To not play in this game is strange, very, very strange. We used to have one of the best academies in England. Chance, actually, I'll come back to this comment. We've got a chance. Bogle whips in. That can be a corner. Come on, LUTV. Let's see where it's gone. We used to have one of the best academies in England when we brought through Lennon, Mika Richards, Danny Rose, Alan Smith, etc. Hope we can get back to them levels. Yeah, he's tricky now, though, mate, isn't it? Because I think the likes of Man City just sweep all the top talent up. So it does make it really tricky. Makes it really tricky. Nice one, bro. I'm going back to getting doing videos on my channel soon. Mate, good luck with it, mate. It's good fun. It's good fun. We really have some quality players. We do, mate. Long throw comes in. BL goes up. Breaking down, gone out. Linayu to sweep it up. Do you think we'll get any more signs? I do, mate. I expect quite a few more. I'm thinking 4 more. I think we'll get a backup striker. I think we'll get a statement winger, Pai Zhao, I'm hoping. But I think someone like a Pai Zhao. I think a backup goalkeeper and a backup left back is probably what you're looking at, mate. Yeah, probably what you're looking at there. As the game restarted, it has, mate. Why not throw the young goalkeeper in the last 30? Yeah, it's strange, wasn't it, Mahadi? He were alone on Scarborough, wasn't he? Go on. Stack, lovely play from Stack. Really nice close control there. Beat a few men, wins the free kick. Top banana work from our German maestro in the middle of the park. Come on, the boy. I've just been given £1.99. Has the game restarted? I swear DCL scored. He did score, mate. But essentially, it's we're watching 2 games here. You've got the first game and the second game. We're now in the second game. But thank you very much for the £2, mate. Massively appreciate that. I always say this, you never need to donate to the channel. I do this for the love of the game, as more for the money. So thank you very much. Yeah. You're always welcome to donate, though. Yorkshire Peacock says, sounds good. Yeah, hopefully, mate. Hopefully. Ball out to Linayu. Oh, not a bad first touch. I thought it would bring out play then. It wasn't so bad. Into Mills. Mills is tidy on the ball, you know. He is tidy on the ball. Give him that. Hopefully we see a few cup appearances from this year. That should have been a free kick as well. That's a ridiculous. Tanaka tried to take long throws. Yeah, you need Ampadu, don't you, mate? You need Ampadu for that. I do think this last 10 minutes has probably been the best watch we've seen so far from this, these 2 games. I must admit. I'm at 26 minutes 04 at the moment, 05. Not long until the half pint. I mean, some people might even have a pint and a pint. Sounds an alright combo to me, I must say. Yamas Bosch. I don't even know. I'm wondering this match reaction, by the way. What do you all think? Because it's been like, do a double match reaction or just sack it? What do you think? We should sign Adama to take long throws. Wait, do you remember Rory Delap's long throws for Stoke under Pulis? Oh my word, mate. Unbelievable, that best long throw I've ever seen. And the thing with that long throw is it was flat as well. It wasn't like a corner. Unreal. Apparently he had something wrong with his arms, like he had double jointed arms that allowed him to do that. Ridiculous though. Absolutely ridiculous. Long ball to Cairns. Up and out for a goal. A throw into Leipzig. Bogle down again. Should we take Bogle off now, I think, Fark? Hopefully we'll take him off at the next interval because he's played a 90 now and playing wing backs quite a demanding job for the boy. But yeah, I'm deciding what to do with this match reaction. It's been a tricky one because it's been kind of 2 games. We could have a little chat, couldn't we, I suppose? Paul says, afternoon, Scott. Decent bit of defending to do here for Leeds. We'll get back to you, Paul, in a minute. Get back to you in studio. Bit of defending to do. Lenayu's nicked it. Well done, mate. Great play. Great play. Oh, it's terrible from Nemecha, giving it away again. Afternoon, Scott. A decent workout so far. Definitely need something else up front. We don't have much after DCL, I'm afraid. I know, I agree, mate. I think a backup striker's needed. What we're doing here, get rid of the ball. Bogle, put it up line, mate. I mean, that'll do. Into touch. Into touch. Adama was sick last season for West Ham. He will be good and played like Ronaldinho against us last season, lol. He was really good in the game. I think he was pretty crap in every other one, but he was very good against Leeds. If Delap's throwing his hierarchy, yet another reason to sign the lad. True. I wonder if Liam's got the throw that Rory had. He is his son actually as well, isn't he? He is his son. Coming up to the first half of the second game now. 1 minute to go. Ball out. Out of play from Leipzig. Leeds United throw with 1 minute to play. Be nice to win both games though, wouldn't it? Be nice to win both games. Right. Come on, let's have a goal. Let's have a bloody goal, shall we? Blummy number. Come on, the boys. Be all in to Justin. Justin, nice pass, Justin. Aronson has been fouled. Free kick Leeds. About sort of 50 yards out. Slightly central, so it's probably going to be a float to the back post and head across goal, you would imagine. If Leeds don't just play a short one. No, we are going into the box. It's got to be with this one, Stack. Floater to the back post, I think, mate, and then header back across goal to win on the second contact. That's probably what you're looking at here, but let's wait and see how he delivers it. Probably last act before the end of the first half as well. Stat to deliver. Ball comes in, floated to the back post, as I said. Headed back across. No, we didn't win the first contact. Oh, it's come out to Mills. Cross in. Good ball in. Chance. Oh, my Lord above. Justin with a great opportunity, probably about 15 yards out, and he messes it right up. What a toilet seat. Right, the clock is still going, but we'll pause it on the 30-second mark, and that's what we'll do. And then get ready for the second half. I enjoyed that half, actually. That was I think that was the best half we've seen so far. More competitive, more moments, more like desire to actually play in this game, which I don't think we've seen loads of, in fairness. Mainly from Leipzig. They are stopped on the 30-second mark, and we're ready to go for the second half. Goalie's coming in second half. I think so, mate. It's looking not so bad. It's looking not so bad. I've got the Leeds game finally playing on YouTube. Yes, Lee. Well in the boy. Well in the boy. You've got half an hour left, mate. Half an hour. Feels like DCL scored yesterday. It does feel a long time ago, doesn't it? It was about, what, over an hour ago now. Nonto will be on. It'd be interesting now. If not, Nonto's coming on for the second half. Yeah, he is. It looks like Nonto and Reece Chadwick coming on. And Alfie Cresswell. Yeah, a few of them coming on. You've got to think, though, if you are Nonto right now, you are playing... You're coming on with the youngest of young lads. Like, you're not playing when Lenayu came on. You're not coming on when Mills comes on. You're coming on. To come on against Mills, it's not a good view for Nonto, if you're honest. If you're Wilfred Nonto right now, yeah, I'm getting to wonder if his time is limited. If we get Pajau, I've always said that means probably Nonto leaves the football club. I think that's where we're heading towards now. Barry says, well done, Tanaka. Yeah, I thought he was all right, mate. I thought Tanaka did well. Thought he did all right. Doing a good job for the first watch along. Thank you, mate. Very, very kind. Very, very kind. I'm trying my best. The thing is, Ian, is that I've never done one this long before, so I'm used to about sort of 42 minutes to an hour. And obviously, my streams, as people normally know, are very, very high energy. You can't do that for 3 hours. You get to see a different side of me. Not quite as full on. There we are. No Perot. It's a good point actually from David as well. No Perot. Nonto playing very limited minutes. Steve's crying. Poor Steve. But yeah, we need to keep Tanaka. Great player. We have to keep Tanaka. Yeah, he was better. He looks better, and he needed it, didn't he? He needed it. Yeah, Nonto coming on as well. A buzzing bee, lol. Indeed, mate. Indeed. Right. Oh, what am I doing here? Sprinkler's going off now. I know a guy who sat on the front row just got sprayed with a sprinkler, so there you are. If there's no sign of Pro, sure, it's an indication of something happening. Sorry, Steve. I know Steve's going to be gutted. He is going to be gutted, bless him. Although he's picked up a bit of a loving for Dan James, as good old Steve, our mate Steve. So hopefully that's going to be a bit better for him. Is Pro actually on the bench? I think he was, wasn't he? He was, yeah. So yeah, if Pro not playing at all, I think is an indication. Fark's sending a message right now. I think is he there? Don't think he is. Yeah, Fark's sending a message on Pro. I think this might be. I think it could be the end of Pro. Could be the end of Pro. What's up from this game is Leeds are ready to start the season. Snappy passing, decent press, some good performances. Do you know what it is, Barry, mate? I'm not. I think Leipzig have took. I think it's been played at a very, very slow pace this game. I've got to be honest. I think that that last half an hour was much better, but I think the first thing was very, very slow. I love that, Steve. Get Fark out. That is so funny. That is funny, mate. You are class. For anyone that doesn't know, Steve loves Pro. He didn't actually want Fark out. He loves Pro. And as David rightly says, Fark is ghosting Pro. He is, mate. He is. I think it's the end of Pro. I think it's the end. Steve, you have got a new buddy though. Your boy James is gonna have to be your boy. He's gonna have to be your boy. Yeah, I think Pro might be on his way, mate. I do. End of Nonto, I think so. I think that's the two lessons, aren't they? End of Nonto maybe, and end of Pro. I think that could be the situation. Muharemović coming off, Bo coming off. I think they're the right moves. I think they're definitely the right moves. Yeah, we didn't need any more of him. Alfie Cresswell coming on, obviously, in the centre-back role. Let's see how he gets on. Hopefully he's as good as his brother. Just gone for 20 million quid. Yeah, let's get the clock ready to fire up the klaxons to go again for the final part of the game. Let's get going. Here we go. Here we go. Bit of conversation. Are we off yet? Sorry, it's really small on my screen, this. I want to get it bang on the second. We're off. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We're off. There we go. So the clock, finally, people, is now right. Thank God for that. We need, we need fat stability. Stability is now needed. Fark out Pro stays new manager now, says Steve. Unreal, mate. Unreal. Yeah, no. For the record, neither me or Steve think that Fark should go. Shaw showing 1-0 now. You what? Oh, you've done me like a kipper there, mate. You've done me like a kipper, Mike. Well done, mate. 1-0. Nice one. Blummy neck. Blummy neck indeed. They should have sold James instead. Nah, both potentially could go. I think Nonsun Pro now are in deep doggies. You're 37 seconds behind. Sorry, mate. Just pause yours, mate, and just get in line with mine. You've got to remember, mate, I'm probably not. It's just you. That's how long YouTube. There's a delay with the YouTube, mate. Naturally passing it over always takes a bit longer, mate. So that's always going to be the case. Gary's with a bit of banter. Brum looking to pay around 5 million for Gellart. I think we should probably take it as we don't want him going for free. True. Yeah, very true. Very, very, very true. I thought Gellart was probably going to be about 5 million quid. What's the website for the code? Oh, FPL. You're on about FPL. Yeah. So if any of you play fantasy football, then the code. Nonto must have scored a ghost goal. Let's see how he gets on anyway, Nonto. It might be the last time we see him, so let's enjoy him while we can. Lanai running into blind alleys, not ideal, but there we are. Tanaka picks the ball up. Lovely pass from Tanaka. This is nice. This is quicker, much quicker now. Ball out wide. Find Nonto. Nonto, he's flagged offside. Scored, but it's offside. Scored, but it's offside. Mills at the back post, had the ball in the net, but Nonto deemed offside. So there's buzzing from his phone. Shut up, will you, phone? I've got notifications on for the cup games, that's why. And there's loads of cup games going on right now. One of them is Swansea versus Birmingham, in which Birmingham are winning. Throw into Leeds. Ball into Stack. Nice little build out from the back from Leeds here. I wonder if partial this is because the first team, they know they're going to be playing, so it's a bit more slower paced. Whereas this is the team of we need to fix it. Update Scott. What are you on about, pal? It's 0-0 unless they've just scored. Unless they've just scored. We are on the ball in an attacking area. Ball out wide. Nope. Where can I watch it free? I'm watching it on Leipzig's YouTube channel, mate. It's free on there. There you go. Update your scoreboard. It's the right scoreboard, pal. Mally. Why is it saying Leeds 1-0 on here now? Eh? Why is it now saying Leeds 1-0? I don't understand. I thought, is this? Yeah, they're all showing 1-0 now. Eh? It said 0-0 a minute ago, and there hasn't been a goal. I can tell. Oh, unless they've got it, unless they put it on for the goal that's not a goal. Yeah, it's saying 1-0. It is. It is saying 1-0. I don't know. I have no idea. Corner to Leeds anyway. Corner to Leeds. Well, DCL scored in the first game, but I thought we were playing two different games here. I have no idea. No idea. Tanaka tidy on the ball. Yeah, he's been really nice, mate. Yeah, he's played really well, which is what he needed. It's what he needed, definitely. Trying to get to the ball in there, and Leeds United have won themselves a corner. Nonto into one of their defenders and out for a corner. In fairness, Elliot saying it's 1-0. Been showing 1-0 all this half. I don't understand it. They preempted the Mills goal. This is confusing the two games thing. I'm lost, mate. I'm absolutely lost. They're in here. What my clock at the moment is bang onto the clock on the time. It's 35, 11, 12, 13. That's what time I'm on. But this is the last game. So the second game, second half. It's been showing 1-0 all this half. It has. I have no idea what's going on. It's from the DCL goal. I have no idea. Anyway, as far as I'm aware, we're drawing this second game 0-0 and we won the first game 1-0. As far as I'm aware. But unless it's one whole game, in which case we are probably winning 1-0. No idea. If it stays on by the 40th minute, I'll swap the score over, unless there's actually a goal as well. Leipzig with a bit of a moment here. Cross comes in, headed away from Biol. Lenayu chasing out. Throw into Leipzig, near the corner flag. Cleared away by Stack. Interesting that Stack's in this second team rather than Stack being in the first team and Longstaff was in the first team. I wonder why that is. I wonder. Not sure. Bizarre that, really. Leipzig throw into big forward. Hold the ball up. Long. Be able to clear up. Heads it away. Flicked on by Lenayu. And Leipzig back with the ball again. Nonto chasing it down. Bit of possession here for Leipzig. Bit of possession. Bit of possession indeed. Ball down the line. Inside. RB Leipzig, what about them, sweet? Oh, you're on about how to find it. I think Longstaff will start the first game ahead of Stack. Surely not. I mean, pre-season Perlo's had a good pre-season, goes with the name. But surely not, mate. Surely. Stack's, I mean, I like Longstaff, as you guys know, but Stack is a miles better footballer than Longstaff, let's be honest. With chance here, Nonto, counter-attacking moment. Poor touch by Nonto. He slowed it right down. Go and find a pass, Nonto. He's held on it too long there, I think. Anyway, still going forward. Can we get a cross in? Cross comes in. Shot. Oh, great chance. What a chance for Mills. Good chance for Mills. Cut back. Chance of a shot. Just scuffs it wide. Shame. Shame. Good opportunity for him there. Good opportunity. Scored the one when he offside, but, you know, oh well. Nice bit of move from Aronson. Gets it out wide. Ball comes in. Long. I think Nonto gets a bit in Mills's way there, unfortunately. But yeah, a bit of a shame. Leipzig now in on this right-hand side. We've done well there. Nice play. Really nice play. Cleaned it up. Tanaka now on the ball. Let's see what he can do. Tanaka should suit a game like this. Slower paced. Should suit Tanaka. Time to get on the ball. Injury to Leipzig. One at Leipzig, lads. So game has been stopped. Someone just knocked the camera on the thing. Oh, he's not happy at all, this lad. Not happy at all. Sani. S. Sani. Never heard of him, if I'm honest. Lack of ball knowledge there. I'll admit it. Is what it is. Let a white boy live, you know what I mean? Hey, hydration breaks in 10 minutes, sweetheart. Oh, we just had it. We had it 10 minutes ago. Oh, come off it. There's nothing there, sweetheart. Get on with it. You've already got a bandage on your arm. What do you want? One on your leg as well? Blooming neck. Yeah, that'll do. Bit of water. Bit of water. On the arms as well. Always useful. Have a little drink. And we're back for action again. Do you know, the first half of this second game I thought was quite good. Probably the best part that we watched. This next bit's not been as great, has it, to be fair? It's not been as great. Not been as great at all. Right, Leeds back with the ball. Come on, let's have a goal, lads. Let's have a goal. I said 40th minute. If it was still 1-0, then I put 1-0 on. Shall we put 1-0 on, people? What are we saying? Let's do it. Sod it. 1-0 Leeds. Goal. Get in. I don't no idea what this idea is really with this. I really don't understand it at all, but there we are. Leeds with a bit of possession here in the final third. I think their kit's class, lot. No, red. No chance, mate. Scummers kit. Leeds building an attack here. Ball back into the centre half, though. Nonto. Lovely ball from Nonto. Lovely ball. Chance. Oh, ball comes across again. Nemecha Aronson gets played in from Nonto. Lovely bit of link up down the right hand side. Just a tad ahead of Nemecha coming in to try finish it off. Just a tad ahead there from Aronson. Chance for Leeds, though. Really good chance, that. Probably the best chance we've had in this half, I'd have said. Yeah, lovely pass from Nonto. Lovely weight on it. Aronson gets in, and he just puts it ahead of Nemecha, who's sliding in and just can't quite get there. Speaking of wizards, I mean, Harry Potter, the wizard himself, lol. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Be all on the ball. Don't get gobby, he'll rob them all. Aronson confident. He's looked all right. I mean, I wonder if he's tried to put it a bit further ahead there because the guy going to intercept it, maybe. But I think he's got to get that. He's probably going to do a better job with that ball, on it, to be fair. To be fair, we're not. As I said, we're not scouting screaming over a preseason game. I'm not that sort of guy. But you know, Steve reckoning Pro would have scored. No surprises there, Steve. I'm afraid, mate. Neither. I don't even think Dom would have scored there, mate. If I'm honest. Aaron Son on the ball, back into centre halves. Nice bit of possession in the last few minutes from Leeds here. Nice bit of possession. Really nice. Having said that, Leipzig have just got a throw in. Blummy neck. Blummy neck. Stack's giving him a throw. Decent tackle to be fair, but poor, slightly poor in possession there. And do you know what it is? I'd have rather just done a normal 90 game, you know, 90-minute game. I'd have rather just seen that than this, if I'm honest. But, you know, you don't always get to pick and choose in life, do you? You get what you're given. You get what you're bloody given. Nemetcha chasing down their goalkeeper. Nonto pressed in as well. As a third man press. Not quite come off, though. Aronson now pressing as well. Nice bit of pressure from here from Leeds. Oh, really nice pressure. Keep pressing him, Aronson. Press now. And we've won it. Oh, we've got it. You could just feel that coming, couldn't you? The press was really nice. Nonto's lost it and they've now got a transitional moment. Really nice transitional moment. It's a 3-on-2. It's a 3-on-2. He's got a wide option. He's kept running. He's running all the way. Shot over the bar. He's made a right mess of that as the Leipzig lad. Really big mess of it. He's got to release it to the right. Doesn't do. Comes back into him. Keeps dribbling. Wants to be Lionel Messi. He's not Lionel Messi. He's in Leipzig reserves. And he messes it right up. Shot over the bar. Unbelievable, Jeff. Nope. Always rising, that one. Come on, Fat. We can all see this is made for Pro. You just love Pro, you. Honestly, have you got photos on your bedroom wall? Have you got photos on your bedroom wall? Alex Kearns anyway with the ball again at feet. Goes into Biol. Let's see a bit of distribution here from Biol. Someone show for him. Tanaka getting that pocket. It's a nice pass out wide, actually. Nemetcha was in there, mate. Nemetcha was in. Tanaka's looks very good in this game, though. Very nice. Nice to see. Nice to see our boy doing well, eh? That is punishing the Prem. I think so, mate. Yeah, I definitely think so. I think so. He's got to lay it out wide. He has to lay it out wide. I mean, I don't really care, but he has to. Lenayu ball in. Not the best ball from Lenayu. He's done all right, Lenayu, but he's not. Like, he's done all right considering he's a young lad, but he's not. I don't think, to be fair, he's probably ready for the first team yet, is he? In fairness, like, I don't think we're going to see that from him, if I'm honest. Anyway, a bit of possession again from Leipzig. Come on, Leeds, let's catch him in a press again. Oh, it's nice. We've got it back again. Tanaka, quick pass. Aronson can get on the end of that. He's not offside, is he? He is offside. Offside. The duck walks up to the lemonade stand. Aronson's been bright without much quality, I think it's probably a fair conversation. They're doing a nice little sub now. Gertruda, we know him. We know Gertruda. Was at Sunderland last year, wasn't he? Some Leeds fans actually think we should bring Gertruda in. Let's see how he gets on, eh? See how he gets on. But you are talking about a player that's played in the Premier League last season, so we are playing decent opposition here. We are trying to catch him in the press here. Really trying to catch him. He's played out quite... Oh, he's dribbled out really nice there, to be fair to him. Really nice. For me, Aronson isn't good enough. I think as super sub, yes, but start games, no. I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. As I said, 70th minute, away at Anfield, need to hold on to a lead. Get Aronson on, keep him busy. Works perfectly. Bit of a chance, actually, for Leipzig. Bit of an overload down this left-hand side. Is he going to go for a shot? Chipped into the box, cleared away from Biel. I think we need to remember Leipzig are in the Champions League and we've been the better team throughout the game. 2-3 more players and we'll be sound. I agree, Paul. I agree. The only thing I will say, mate, is that this is not Leipzig's full strength. A lot of their full strength team, mate, have been left at home, in fairness. Oh, chat. No, not a chance. High up possession for Leipzig here. From what I've seen, Pro could get into the Leipzig squad. Yeah, they've not been great, have they? They've not been great. No offence to Pro, but they've not been great. Ball goes out wide. Ball out wide again. Play it back inside, presumably. Yeah. Nice bit of play here from Leipzig, moving the ball really quickly. Leeds have got a nice shape, though. Still sat in the sort of 5-4-1 in out of possession formation. But nice bit of possession here for Leipzig, last few minutes. Still look threatening, though. They've not looked like scoring all game, to be honest, Leipzig, and even in the 2 games. Nonto, that's a free kick. Well done, Wilfred. Wilfred Nonto. As we were saying, though, might be the last time. Nonto's in a lead shirt, potentially. Maybe. There's been 18 managers at Leeds since Cairns last played at Elland Road. If that don't bring Pro on, it'll be 19 Scott. Oh, dear, Steve. Oh, dear me, mate. Dear me. Funny, though. Bit of a chance down the line here. Just slip it into Nonto. Oh, yes. Cut back. Chance. Goal! Lucas Nemecha. Bosh. Goal! Lovely little cutback from the boy, Wilfred Nonto, into Nemecha. Little flick, and it's in the back of the onion bag. 1-0 or now 2-0 to Leeds United. Aronson gets down the line. We said play it into him. It plays it into Nonto, just keeps it in play. Back into Nemecha, and smart finish at the near post. Past their goalkeeper. Lovely stuff, Leeds United. Yamas Bosch. Bang. Come on. Get in. Well in, Lucas. Nice to see the strikers scoring as well. I always say this. Really important, that. Good stuff. And also, let's change the bloody leaderboard. 2-0 to Leeds. Come on. Get in there. Get in. No, I joke, but that is important for Leeds. It is important to keep the goals coming, to keep your strikers in form. Nemecha, I don't think Nemecha scored in pre-season yet. I don't think he has. So, yeah, nice to see. Yes, goal. Sorry, goal. Completion. Lovely goal. It was very nice goal, mate. Very nice goal, yeah. I thought we weren't going to see another as well. But Leeds United now 2-0 up in a commanding position in the longest game of the history of the sport. Come on, the boys. Goal. One thing I've been impressive, and as I said, I know it's Leipzig, half of it's the second choice team. I understand that. But I think we have defensively not conceding 120 minutes is impressive. It is impressive. I don't think we've been slightly breathtaking going forward. I don't think that's probably a fair take. But 2 goals, not so bad. Both strikers scoring, important stuff as well. And a smart finish, that one. Very smart finish. Another chance. Aronson down the line. Cuts it back. Nemecha again! Oh. No, it wasn't Nemecha, actually, was it? It was Nemecha. Should score, actually. Really good chance, that. Really good chance. Aronson cuts it back. Poor defending from them. 6, literally on the penalty spot. Takes a shot. Poor shot. Straight at the goalkeeper. Really poor shot, that. Scotty Pro leaves Leeds. I'll ban myself for 2 weeks from watching you. It might have to be 2 months, mate. Although, as I said, you've got nice ball from Aronson, by the way. Nemecha, he's got to score. I just fancy myself in that moment, get a little whip on it. You just fancy yourself, don't you? Chance for Leipzig now, down the line. Ball comes in behind the striker again. Poor quality again from Leipzig. Get in, says the Yorkshire Peacocks. 100%, mate. Yamas to the Bosch. 2-0 to the boys. Leipzig with a bit of possession now. What we're going to try to do now is not concede a goal. Let's get to full time, not conceding. Maybe add another if we can in a transitional moment. But for the most part, let's not concede against Leipzig. And I think that is job well and truly finitoed. That's what we need to do. My nan would have scored. Would she, mate? Would she? How old's your nan? Daniel won't be kidnapping the keeper. The search goes on. Who provides you graphics, says Lineup Builder. Who provides my graphics? Myself, mate, in truth. Yeah. I kind of do it on my own. That's the truth of the truth of the day. Truth of the day. There you are. Leipzig on the ball. Again, they don't look threatening though, Leipzig. They never have all game. They never have all game. Ball down. Leipzig on the ball again. They've had so many moments like this where they've had so much long-term possession, but not really ever done anything with the ball, to be honest. We've won it back again. Nemec's played what I would class as the world's worst ever pass, and they've got it back. Ball into the front man. Good pass from them, and we've won it back. Alex Cairns, get up, come out, come out. Yes, well in, Cairnsy boy. Alex Cairns, has he pulled his hammy? No, he's just pulling his socks down. Into the park, stack with it, back to Cairns. As I said, let's make sure we don't concede a goal now. We've survived 110 or 113, or no, 103 minutes. No, 113 minutes so far, not conceded a goal. Let's get to the end without conceding a goal. Let's get to the end. Biol with the ball at the back, looking to progress into the middle of the park. Goes out wide to Stack on the ball. Inside, Aronson. Aronson, find a pass, mate. Nice, wide. Lenayu. Lenayu. Back inside. Tanaka. Into Stack. Some nice possession for Leeds now. Nice possession. Just into there, halfway through their half. Or halfway into their half, should I say. Ball over the top. Nemecha. Mecha. Penalty ref. Damn it. Bloody damn it. Could have been. Paulson's never going to out, though, is he? Bloody Paulson. Oh, well. Nice ball over the top from Aronson. Nemecha gets a flick on it. It could have been a pen, that, you know. Really could have been a pen. Could have been a pen. One, though. One. Ball down the line. They're in here. They're actually in Leipzig. Really good chance. Shot. Good save. Good save. Alex to the Cairns. Great save. Really good chance that for Leipzig. He probably should have passed it, actually. But he goes for the shot from the angle. Alex Cairns with a great, great save. Spreads his legs out well. Saves it nicely. Good chance for Leipzig. Nusa has got it against the Mackems. Of course he has, mate. Yeah, good point. Good point. Down the line. Shot. Yeah, really nice, smart save from Alex Cairns. Make him number one. Forget Trafford, eh? No, I'm joking. Daniel Farker, baby. Daniel Farker, woo. But yeah, I do wish they'd have probably just done a 90-minute game. This 260s, forget this. Let's not do this one again. Stack, Mills chasing it down. Unlucky, lad. Unlucky. Right, by the way, people, we are going to do a live match reaction as well for people who are interested. So what I will say is stay on the stream and it should redirect you to the match reaction straight after the game. I'm going to do it for a quick wee at full time, but we'll talk about the two games, highlights, all that sort of good stuff. And then I will wrap it up for the day. Don't think I'll be doing an 8 PM stream. I am well and truly streamed out after the match reaction, I think. So yeah, win it back high up. But you just need to stay on this link and I think it should pass you over. But as I said, wait for it to start because it won't start immediately because I'm going to go for a wee, collect my thoughts, and then we'll jump straight into the match reaction. Anyway, let's see if we can get another goal. Aronson out wide into Mills. Back into Aronson in the middle of the park. Turns. Passes it into Nonto. Nonto. Have a dig, son. Have a dig. Shoot. Nice ball, actually. Shouldn't listen to me. Ball in. Over the bar. Corner to Leeds. Corner to Leeds. No point me coming, Scott. Steve, we can talk about Pro, mate. We'll probably talk a bit about Nonto and Pro, actually. Because I must admit, I mean, Nonto's at least got on the pitch. Pro not getting on the pitch at all, Steve. Your boy is in bother. Your boy is in trouble. Reach Chadwick there. With the ball in. Blocked out for a corner, though. Corner coming in. How Chelsea getting in pre-season? Oh, Newport are beating Wimbledon for anyone that cares. Sunderland are beating Lens. Ball's in. Header. Off the bar. Nonto. Oh, my Lord above. How's he missed that? Jingle wingles. That is. Corner comes in. Headed off the bar. Comes back to Nonto. And he just messed it up. Just messed it up. Ball into the box. Stack. Nice ball in. Header onto the bar. Comes back to Nonto. Tries some sort of bicycle kick thing. And yeah, straight back to keeper's hands. Well done today, Scott. You should be proud of yourself. Thank you, mate. It's been very much a slog. No, I've enjoyed it, to be fair. I've really enjoyed it, as you can tell. We also did a stream this morning as well, talking all about Pajau. It's been a busy old day on the Lens. It's been a busy old day, but very much enjoyable day. And that's thanks to you guys. You guys make this. I mean, if you were sat on my own, it'd be pretty dull. So there you are. Thank you very much. Win it back, Lenayu. Leipzig, again, bit of a moment here. Lovely pass, open the game up. He's wide off left. Chance for Leipzig, don't score now. Chance, shot, great block and cleared away. Might have an injury, Scott. Fair enough, mate. Excellent job, mate. Thank you. We've still got the reaction to go, though. Still got more to do. I'll bring the energy back for the match reaction, though. Boof. How's the game gone? Missed majority of the game being out for my son's birthday. You haven't missed a classic, mate, if I'm honest with you. You haven't missed a classic. Hope your son's had a great birthday, though. But no, Leeds fine. They've been fine. As I said, defensively solid. Looked like Leipzig were never going to score, which is going good. Well done, Scott. Yours and my longest watch long probably passed on the review. What time tomorrow? We'll be going tomorrow live, mate. Probably at 10 or 11 for the morning stream, as usual. Elland Road of Fortress, it is indeed, mate. 24,630, says Steve. That's putting that some minutes in the ground. Great stream, Scott. Looking forward to more watch-alongs. Yeah, there might be some more coming soon. I have enjoyed it. So, and they won't be as long, usually, and more important, and hopefully better games to watch as well. There's saving Pro for the Scum game. True, Steve. Saving the Star Striker for the Scum game. Very, very much true. Well done, Scott. This lad deserves some likes and subs for the effort he puts into the channel. I just love the game, mate. That's all it is. Full-time. Full-time. No, not full-time. I look like a prat. No, it's not full-time. They've got a free kick. Last thing to defend for Leeds United. Last moment now. Leeds United 2-0 up still. Last moment of the game. Leipzig have got a free kick. See how it goes, eh? See how it goes. One last bit of defending to do for Leeds United, and then we'll wrap up. Aronson's impressed again. Yeah, he's been busy. Been busy, yeah. Been busy. I don't think he's as good as the other one. Thanks, mate. He's had a great day. Thank you. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Header wide. That should be it. That should be it. And it is. 2-0 to Leeds United. Well done, the boys. Well done indeed. 2-0, full time. As I said, stay on this reaction now. When I wrap it up, it'll pass you over to the match reaction where we'll talk about Nonto. We'll get into Pro. We'll get into a few other bits as well. I'm going to quit for a quick wee. But yeah, thank you all for watching. It's been fantabidozy. Thanks for that great knowledge and like your enthusiasm. Keep it up, Scott. Thank you, mate. Thank you. And I also did the thing for you. 2 matches have served their purpose. Ready for Crook Park and onwards, 100%. Cheers, fella. Nice to see you all. Nice to see you all. As I said, stay on. We've done 3 hours and 2 minutes, but we'll do a match reaction. We'll probably do it about 20 minutes, something like that. If you are interested, we'll talk a bit about Nonto, talk a bit about Pro, all that stuff. I'll see you on there in about 5 minutes' time. But yeah, as for the stream who've watched it and who are leaving us now, thank you all for watching, as always. And I will catch you all on the next one. See you later, everybody. Bye for now, but I'll catch you on the stream in